amigos on the bait, we'll be rolling shit. Got amigos on the bait, we'll be rolling shit. Got amigos on the bait, we'll be...
You can't kill my confidence, you think I give a fuck, that's what they do. You can't kill my confidence, you think I give a fuck, that's what they do. You can't kill my confidence, you think I give a fuck, that's what they tell me. All the fucks I ever give
Two songs is enough. Two songs is enough. What's happening, Chad? How are we doing this evening? Are we doing Pog Champ? Are we doing Pog Champ? Not Pog as a P-O-G. I mean P-A-W-G. Okay, big difference, big difference. You know, I was driving home. I was driving home and I heard about the I Love Hitler group chat. Not the Young Republicans group chat. I'm talking about the one that came from like a grown man. Meanwhile, like a few days ago, an attorney general in Virginia was like, "I think we should get this guy and then shoot him." And it's like, you can't say that. You can't say that. But who ain't be doing that in the group chat? You know what I mean? The group chat gets out, everybody's gonna be like, "Yo, I knew it. I knew that guy was insane. We are pogging." That's just the op block mod chat. See, but that's you guys don't have the message "I love Hitler" in your mod chat, okay? Like nobody would ever say that they appreciated the Austro-Hungarian dictator. 670 soul. Oh, 6-7. I saw a Northern Lion bit where he was talking about like don't be doing the Gen Alpha humor in my chat. And then he's like, "Oh, FDR." And he's like, December 16th, 6-7 is a day that'll live in infamy. And then somebody was like, no. Day that'll live in skibbity.
Platinum Ether celebrates 3 months of membership. I appreciate the Austrian-Hungarian dictator.
Oh, okay. Disavow. For whenever somebody comes by and decides to clip chip me, just be aware I was talking about the I Love Hitler group chat, which has nothing to do with me. I was promised the melon today. I know you were promised the melon today, okay, but I'm literally wearing slacks right now, all right? I'm not doing that in slacks, all right? Bad things will happen. Dude. You know, it's crazy that all these ACC people get canceled and then there's more fan art made of them than when they were pre-cancel, you know? And now we're yellow, dude. My rating on Shinigami Eyes is gonna go down. That's not good. To be honest, I'm surprised I wasn't red already. Not because I'm offensive, but because I think, like, that particular person who would use that would definitely not like me. But, you know, I don't know. In the same... Why is she an SCP? Why isn't she an SCP? Take your pants off right now? No, dude. I'm, like, dressed really nice today. I'm dressed so nice that I, like, took a picture for the feminine gaze on twitter.com. I did it. I am thirst trapping. That is what that is. Look, I do want to melon up, and I have a reason to melon up, chat. So let me tell you why the melon joke has come back again, okay? Because the melon joke was dying out, right? The melon joke was dying out, and we were all happy for that, okay? And I was hanging out in VC with the homies one day, and Hal spoke up, and Hal was like, "I'm not going to talk to Diesel until he does the melon." And it was like, okay, sure. And then it turns out that she committed to it, and it's been like the government has shut down, dude. You're gonna do a land acknowledgement before the melon stream, right? Jesus. I don't know if that's more or less offensive. You did it for the feminine gaze or the feminine gaze? I I mean, it could be both, right? It could be both. Maybe I am doing it for both. You know? Just the plan. I will not lie. I was definitely. Oh, so you need to lure your girlfriend back home with the melon stream. Hal is not my girlfriend. Hal is not my girlfriend, to be clear. Wait, Hal is base? Yeah, I could do it for both. I will not lie, I definitely get more compliments from men than women. I think I can't tell with my audience, right? Because like I can only tell if I like click on your profile and I'm like, okay, that is definitely a woman. But it's like really hard to tell sometimes. Aside from like chatters that I definitely know because we've had like an interaction, like if I didn't speak to Pi, I would not assume that Pi is a woman. A melon acknowledgement.
Diesel.
What's another one from way back when? There's the chatter Jazz. Well, Jazz I knew was a woman from the jump because of the circumstance, but that's like a chatter with lore, you know. Imagine being a woman. like this like Axis is another chatter that I know by hand, right? And I like know Axis is a man, right? But then there's other ones that present a lot more question, right? Because there's chatters like Louis, who's my self-described librarian for some reason. And I don't know, man. Maybe Louis is like just an internet name, you know? Maybe it's like a 6'3" alt baddie, you know? Fauci would absolutely slop your block. You know, the thing is, Fauci and I have discussed not having gay relations, to be clear. But we've discussed that he wouldn't be into me because I suffered twink death, you know? Chat, what gender vibes do I give? What gender vibes do I give? It's crazy. I will say there was one reply. I'm sorry, yeah, but Soft White Undergun, you can't have a name like Soft White Undergun and me think, oh yeah, that's a lady, all right? That's the most masculinely coded name possible. But here on this was funny. On the replies to my tweet, that was the tweet, by the way. Wargaming Dad, you can't just help but go fishing for femboys. I won't lie, that was funny. Okay. I'm pretty sure I've said my gender before, but I'm gonna act like none of y'all remember. I'm Garfield on half of my accounts, and it gives me so much anonymity. It's very fun. All right, you're a woman. You're a woman. Garfield is auntie and woman coded. That's my diagnosis. I'd like your tweet, but I'm pretending I died on Twitter. Like currently? Hold on, let's look you up. Did you post a tweet saying you died? Do you have a different @? I think you do. Is he wrong though? I'm certain there are. I'm not deliberately trying to catch their attention, you know. I'm not trying to do that. They're not the target demographic, okay? I'm trying. This is all part of like a really long form plan, all right? I'm trying to like figure out what the optimal like version of like a woman thirst trap, right? From like as a male, right? I'm trying to game the system. I'm not just trying to be a performative male. I'm trying to I'm trying to go plat. I run a very thin line between performative male and just like really fruity straight guy, you know? Because if I was being a performative male, I'd have to read like feminist literature. And God help me if I ever open a book, am I right? Where's your matcha and labubu? See, that's the thing. I don't like matcha. And I don't like labubu. High value male right here. Well, the reality is that post-COVID, the barrier has gone from like this to like this, okay? So when they re-examined and changed up the meta during the last patch, all right, everybody got like a buff, all right? Because I know, I mean, part of the reason I wear button downs is just because it makes me look nicer, and if I feel nice about myself, I'll be more confident, and that's just true, right? You do give mild theater kid vibes. Mild? Mild. I have thrown around the idea in the back of my head of participating in community theater, but I haven't gotten the opportunity. I'm not gonna lie. I have thought about doing it. When will Mana Potion Dubai Chocolate Labubu Matcha Tea drop? Are you trying to kill me? Why can't straight men just be fruity and not labeled as performative? Here's the thing, okay? All right. We'll get the popular MMOs in a second. But the performative male thing is this, right? And I've noticed it. It is real. It does exist. They are men who wear cropped, which, by the way, cropped shirt, baggy jeans, terrible mix, okay? Cropped shirt, which is like a wide boxy cut shirt usually, right? And like more form-fitting pants looks a little better. You want some division there in your silhouette. Otherwise, you just look like you're wearing clothes that doesn't fucking fit. But those guys, the performative male thing, those are men who are not just desperate for pussy. They have like, they're figuring out the elo and they're like maximizing it while not like actually committing to it, right? Like they don't actually, like, literally the second you get in a relationship with them, they'd be like completely not feminist at all. They'd be super misogynistic. They're super manipulative, right? They're usually pretending to be fruity with the intent to like pipe and then bounce, or with the intent to like come off as like soft and non-confrontational when they're actually secretly way more confrontational than they let on to believe. Diesel Reed Jade Austen. Yeah, so that's what like a performative, that's why a performative male is bad, right? But I do genuinely, like, I didn't start doing it until I like was working regularly, but it actually feels really nice, and this is genuine. I'm not like putting on a bit. Obviously, I know I look good. Obviously, I wouldn't have posted a picture online if I didn't look good, but I know that I feel good in the clothes, which is why I wear them, right? And I don't wear them for the female gaze, though I know that there's a correlation between being a clean person and looking attractive. So I do know it attracts the gaze, but it is not, it is a bonus, not the reason. A performative male, that is the reason. Do you wear a crop top win? I have a cropped shirt. I've worn it on stream before, but it's not like it's showing my like belly or anything. It's just like cropped at the waist, you know? You have the ability to be the poetic brooding boy or the wacky goofball archetypes depending on the day. This is why I try to fight my future partners before we start dating. You don't know someone until you get into a fist fight with them. I think that's not good, actually, you know? Do you wear booty shorts? I have some, like... I have a pair of silkies, which are like, army running shorts. which are literally like thigh-high shorts. I would never wear them in public because I think my balls would flop out. I do own them, and I do wear them in my home. That is not a crop top. No, that is actually what like a man's crop top would look like. I know that's not like the usual definition, but if like a guy was going shopping for a crop top, it would look like that. It was nice seeing Curtis Connor address the allegations. I will not lie. I have here's something that's like a performative male stereotype is like the mustache and dirty perm. I cannot stand a fucking perm on a dude. Okay? Heterosexual man here. Fellas, stop wearing the fucking perm mullet. You're not in a rock band. You work at an insurance company. You look like shit. Your face is too round for it. It looks terrible. It looks terrible. Stop fucking doing it. All right? Let's get away from the 80s, monolith of culture and move on to some different things. All right? We can do long hair and it not have to be a mullet. Please, for the love of God, do long hair that's not a mullet. I hate the perm. I hate the mullet. I hate the needle-thin mustache. I hate those things. I agree. The mullet is so gross, dude, okay? It is so fucking gross. It looks bad on iDubbbz. I'm sorry. It looks bad on Curtis Connor. It looks bad on you. Yes, you, man, watching this stream. I'm begging you. Just grow your hair out. Full stop. Okay? The perm is jealous of the curl pattern. I have curlier hair than most of those guys that get a perm. I don't need to pay money to get the perm. I tie my hair back because it's easy, actually. That's why I do it like this. If I let my hair grow out, I look like Ichiban, right? I look like Ichiban Kasuga, okay? That's what I look like. I keep the sides shaved because it's neater. And it keeps the hair out of my face. But like I could also put my hair to the side like that, and I could have like the cyberpunk pronouns in bio haircut, easy, like instantly. Who was that gay guy that had the Noah Samson haircut? The In Praise of Shadows guy? I can only associate the mullet with soy boy bread tubers now. Yeah, that too. I've probably been poison pilled to that. But yeah, Ichiban Kasuga is a Yakuza character. Hold on, I'll pull up a picture. I did it once, and it was over the pandemic. But yeah, I use fucking leave-in conditioner, all that shit.
Diesel, when we say crop top and you, we mean thick femboy crop top.
No, I know you mean that, but that is not ever going to happen. I'm too humongous for that. But yeah, like this. My hair is like this. It curls more at the end though. I can straighten it, can make it straight like that, but I can also curl. And I've kind of like encouraged the curling in my hair, so it's really curly these days. Anyway, last time we were talking about Minecraft stuff. Can we get you in a Hooters fit? I don't know about that. I'm not saying no because I'm completely shameless. But I don't know. For feminism, that's how everybody knows that I'm actually a feminist, is I dressed up as a... I don't got a good Hooters build right now. Talk to me in like 6 months. Cause I'm kind of like dad bod maxing right now, and I'm like trying to manage that and work on that. Anyway, my man, Popular MMOs. As we all remember last time, Popular MMOs was on the stream for his arrest and subsequent falling apart of his life. Essentially, this guy over the course of the pandemic, kind of like squandered his wealth with an obscene amount of partying. And since that time period, he has just never been able to bring it back. He was doing shit like he was like doing coke, fucking strippers, and drinking an obscene amount. The guy used to be like in amazing shape, by the way. Like pre-pandemic, he was in amazing shape. And then he just became this fat, schlubby, disgusting looking dude. Okay. He looks really rough now. He may or may not have bought a mail order bride. The jury is still out. You're just gaining weight for the winter. Yeah, I'm just like doing that all the time though, you know? I will say I have lost weight since doing the store because I've been I've been doing a lot of labor. But yeah, he basically just like his life fell apart. Yeah, marrying foreign women, making them a part of his YouTube channel. I mean, dude, what is there not to say? It's really funny to see because you see he's doing like Minecraft. No woman, Minecraft with other woman. Where is Jen? Jen is dead. And then after him getting like married book tour, and then it's like, oh, now I'm actually being this fucking waste of space and making a nuisance of people. Okay, like I look, man, if you're like 19 to 22, you're allowed to streak or run onto a baseball or football field. But if you pass the age of like 24 and you're still doing that, you're pathetic and like unk. Okay? You're chopped. You're chopped, buddy. All right? And he's fucking chopped. Jen is with Mama JF. Yeah, that woman's dead, dude. And we're just not even... JF is just never gonna go to prison for it, I guess, you know? He should make prank videos with Fousey. Isn't Fousey doing something else? Every time I read about Fousey, he's like... He's like those memes where it's like, when you text bro to hang out, and it's like the Hog Rider attacking the base in Clash of Clans, or it's like, oh, what my unemployed bro is doing at 3 p.m. on a Tuesday, and it's like a guy climbing up a mountain or something, and that's FouseyTube, dude. 23 is limbo. 23, it depends on your, like, your direction in life, right? Like, are you in college? If yes, then sure, go ahead. If not, then you should, like, join us in society, dude, you know? Oh, yeah. Fousey is doing bodybuilding now. Yeah, he's fucking, like, shredded. Anyway, we'll start... Some of this is him reacting to his own body cam footage, which is really sad and pathetic. But we'll start with Alcohol Destroyed My Life. And I will say, this guy is looking mighty... Well, okay, to be clear, since the period of me, like... Shout out to KJ, by the way, for putting together this little docket today for today's stream. But yeah, Samuel tweeted... PopularMMO's updated his viewers on the situation and that he relapsed. He also addressed people telling him he's milking his situation. I relapsed. I think I want to post it because it is reality. I had a few people commenting and that I'm milking things. We'll be the judge of that tonight. Shall we not? I don't care about the money. 5 years ago, I set myself up for the ability to retire, so everything stopped being me. You know what sucks? I messaged you before my parents, so this is how they will see it. Okay. Oh boy, this is sad. This guy's really mentally unwell, dude. I don't care about money. 5 years ago, I set myself up for the ability to retire. So everything stopped being me. You know what sucks? I messaged you before my parents. So this was how they will see it. For 1 out of the 1,000, this is what I needed to see when I was relapsing. I dropped my entire following if it helped one person not go through it. Well, I guess we'll just... let's just watch this guy do this. Talk to your parents. Yeah, I think he should. All right, look, not to be reductive about the situation, but this is kind of one of those moments where you should just log off, right?
Okay, guys, I just watched the video.
Dude. Okay, guys, today we're back again with another video, and I have become an alcoholic. I have been in AA now for 3 months. Here's my 3-month pendant. He holds it up, and that becomes like the thumbnail arrow pointing at the pendant of AA.
Of myself that was on my phone from January. And guys, as most people know, I am an alcoholic, and I try.
Immediate YouTuber voice. What's the there's like a TikTok accent now, the same way there's like a news reporter and YouTuber accent, where the way that they end a sentence is by doing it like there's going to be a continuation. Vid quiet. Here, I'll boom.
I tried to make a video talking about it, trying to help people, and trying to show my journey. Went terrible, honestly. It is so difficult. But right now, guys, I am 4 months sober, and looking at the video, I look like a completely different person.
This guy goes back to YouTube and immediately relapses. Coincidence? I think not.
Honestly, I'm making this part of it so I don't jump scare you, because it...
You know, I will say this. It must be really, really... He's got like everything. He's like breaded. He's like in the best way to recover from alcoholism. I will say that just goes to show you money ain't gonna make you not an alcoholic. But goddamn if the medication and therapy that you can afford doesn't help.
It looks terrible.
Oh, yeah, by the way, another thing that I think is really funny is that when he was in the midst of his alcoholic party ranting, he would still post videos like about him doing that. So I just think it's very interesting that he was doing that and showing that to his audience, and now he's turning around and saying the exact opposite thing. It's just amazing how quickly it turns.
Oh my god. And I'm gonna leave it uncut too, because it shows just like how ill I was. Like I almost threw up on myself in the video. But yeah, guys, love you all. Hopefully I can help.
That's a really nice kitchen there. Can I get an ID on those knives in the back? Can we get a price check?
People with all of this.
Am I pocket watching him? Yes. Is it kind of insensitive? Also yes. But oh well.
Wait all the way till the end of the video. I'm going to show you guys kind of what happened after that. Terrible, but 4 months sober now. If I can do it, guys, any of you can do it too. Let's go.
The 12-year-old watching this. Wow, I can't believe PopularMMO's got drunk.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Pat, and welcome back to another video. It's been a very, very...
Oh, he's rough looking. Oh my god, this is sad, dude. Holy shit.
long time. And, this is...
His voice is literally deeper, and also he sounds so much less cogent.
probably gonna be, I would assume, the most important video.
Is he drunk in this video?
I do make. And as you guys can tell, I look pretty beat up. I didn't really try to fix myself up at all for this video because I wanted to show how I've been treating myself.
I will say something, dude. His eczema is bad. Bro has got some serious eczema. Wow, the drunk voice. I am so tired. I'm like worried I'm like slurring my words while streaming. I definitely am, but that's not because I was drinking. I'm tired.
Yes. As you can tell, this is gonna be the first time anyways.
Jesus Christ, he looks like my father. There are revelations happening in the chat, man.
My skin looks pretty bad right now, and also
Dude, some CeraVe moisturizer would go a long way right here, dude.
all the gray hairs. It's been that way since I started the channel. I just dyed it. No one ever noticed, which I think is kind of funny. Anyways, I'm an alcoholic, and I never really acknowledged it, although there's definitely information online about it. The only reason I'm making this video is I figure I could save probably thousands of lives talking about my journey of sobriety. Today will be day one of no substance abuse of any kind. I spent
Even in Wisconsin, we would say, "Whoa there, bud. Maybe you want to slow down."
a lot of time drinking.
He went to the beach that makes you old and rotund. Guys, hello, I'm Popular MMOs, and I went to the beach that makes you old and rotund.
In the last 5 years. When I say a lot of time, I mean probably as much as everybody on the channel combined. Or more, possibly. Definitely or more. So
Why are we watching Twink Death Shane Dawson after having a bottle of whiskey? Bold of you to assume that Shane Dawson isn't Shane Dawson's Twink Death after a bottle of whiskey.
I thought I would be able to be helpful to people, so hopefully you guys will follow me.
I wonder what Bobby Burns is doing these days. Is he still showing his butthole while reviewing? Jesus, I'm getting contact drunk.
A journey of sobriety. I have some very funny stories as well, and some very not funny stories. So there's some horrible things that could happen to you, and some fun times as well.
This really, you know, I will say this. This definitely does not make me want to drink. The beach that makes you a horrible alcoholic. Hey guys, I'm Popular MMOs, and today I'm going to the beach that makes you an alcoholic.
Well, obviously, anything in moderation is okay, but when you abuse something, you really can screw up.
I miss Bobby, not gonna lie. How could you miss him? He's shown so much. He literally left nothing to the imagination.
My life went down quickly. Also, just to point this out, because it bothers me, it's kind of hard to tell, but I look like a heroin addict. Like, look at this bruising I have here. The hospital did such a bad job poking me with that thing.
When seeing what's happened with other fallen Minecraft YouTubers, at least his vice is just the bottle.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have it on both arms, actually. Well, this one's a little bit lower. I don't know if you can tell. But, yeah, I'm not a heroin addict. I just
Thank God he clarified.
have a really bad doctor, apparently.
I just have a really bad doctor.
I blame the mail.
His doctor is Dr. Jameson, guys. Come on. Look, I either laugh at this or I sit here and go, this is so sad for the next 2 hours, okay? So either I make jokes or we all sit here in somber silence.
Which is supposed to be one of the best doctors in the world, but apparently they're terrible, horrible. I wouldn't suggest them at all. At least the one in Florida. But anyway, I'm sick
Holy shit, this is bad.
too. But anyways, today's gonna be day one of no substances. I couldn't start this earlier. Impossible. I was just too ill.
Don't blame the hospital because you were a hypovolemic Siwa patient. Okay.
Like when you abuse substances like alcohol.
Okay, when I went to the like business thing that I did recently, I had one cider and I literally was like drunk off of one cider, guys. It was like 9% and I was drunk. I also didn't eat that entire day. So that's probably why. I was probably a little delirious, and also I had spent the like prior 10 hours working. That's probably why. But I was doing pretty good after that.
You get very, 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 very sick when you stop them. No matter how you stop them. There's two ways to do it.
Lightweight. That was the first time I drank in like months. Like months.
There's a million ways to do it, but basically most people would recommend, going to rehab, which obviously is something very hard to do. I would recommend it to anyone who has any substance abuse issues, or recommend it to anyone in their family that does. it's going to be hard to convince them to do it. I did not do it because I was too far gone anyways. Like they wouldn't have been able to get me out of the house. I developed a really bad agoraphobia from drinking. And if you're not familiar with that term, basically what...
Dude, I'm developing eczema phobia, dude.
So what you're saying is you're a cheap date.
That's crazy. I guess technically I am.
What it means is it's like fear of like leaving where you like live, which affected me horribly. I actually like
A cheap date and a tease. You know what? I can't even deny it. Have you seen how low cut this top is right now?
months in hotel rooms and stuff where I wouldn't leave the room, and I would just order to the room. Like I wasted, like you see YouTubers waste money on things. I wasted money on DoorDash and hotel rooms.
Well, popular MMOs, I'm here to break. You are not alone, okay? Actually, all YouTubers waste money on DoorDash. The jury is still out on hotels, but DoorDash, you've never seen a more platinum DoorDasher than a YouTuber. Undo more buttons. If I undo more buttons, I will just not be wearing a shirt.
Like, which is fine. I'm not making this video because I need money in any sort of the way. I didn't
Cat
go
was taken
extravagant.
celebrates 28 months of membership. Bro, sorry I released the thumbnail yesterday. MBOG.
The melon will happen, okay? I am training my legs. I've been neglecting my legs for months because I've been focusing on my lats and back spread. Okay, that's like my main problem because my legs have always been strong, but my back has always been my weak point because I can't see it. So I've neglected it quite a bit in my physique training.
And get drunk. I didn't like the one good thing is I didn't get drunk and just start.
Thanks to Diesel, I now say that's crazy. Just like that when my kids tell me a story I don't believe.
Buying expensive things. I didn't buy one expensive thing. I bought a lot of weird things. I'm not gonna lie. I got a little Amazon addiction-y, but who hasn't these days? But basically, this is how it started. Normal.
Should have done it when you said initially. Yeah, I was in much better shape then. Now I'm kind of like, I'm like exploding, you know, and my back hurts. That's another problem. My back just hurts. I think that's just age though.
Normal dude. Took my first drink at like 30, which is crazy. Anyways, had nothing to do with my divorce, by the way, which a lot of people seem to think it did.
You know what? Why don't you just tell us everything, dude? Tell us everything.
Had absolutely nothing to do with that. And you know, I was having fun going on.
Yeah, guys, the drinking had nothing to do with his divorce. He was committing infidelity completely sober, guys.
Dates, I would have some drinks. Then it just kind of snowballed. It started kind of slow until it went boom. So yeah, anything in moderation is okay. It's okay to go out have a couple drinks with your friends. It's not okay.
The alcoholic trying to justify why it's okay for him to have a couple drinks with his friends.
To go out every single day and get wasted, which is basically what it turned into for me. Especially as someone like me who made a lot of money young in life, I had the opportunity to go out pretty much every single day and drink a lot. I drank a ton.
I don't understand how this happens when you get like money. Do you just get money and then come up with excuses to spend it? Because I feel like I wouldn't do that. I really like these days I really hazard to figure out like what the fuck do I even spend my money on. I'm also like really, really cheap. Not like I'm not helping the cheap date allegations, huh? But like cheap and like I'll try not to spend money out. I'll try and bring my like coffee with me from home. I try every single method possible to save even a smidgen on gas. You know, it's just I don't know how you like waste money, dude, like that. I don't know how you can look at a $30 DoorDash order and then go, this is fine. Like I don't know, man. Like a $30 Chipotle DoorDash order could be $16 if I just drive to the Chipotle, Or it could be $0 if I just make the food myself. Okay? You're cheap to save up for the Gundams. Well, that's even like, what's crazier is that I just don't. I have so much in my backlog, I just don't. You play 40K talking about not knowing how to waste money. Once you have an army, I don't really need to go out and make another one, you know?
Started slow. That started me just...
You bring homemade coffee on dates? No, I've never done that. That's actually insane if I did that.
Drinking with friends, and, you know, we'd all drink about like the same amount of alcohol. I'm really competitive. The competitive part of me may have contributed to some of the alcoholism as well, where all of a sudden, like, instead of drinking like a few drinks, all of a sudden I'm drinking 20 drinks, 30 drinks, 40 drinks. It really snowballed to the point where I would be drinking like 3 bottles of alcohol a day. And ending out in the hospital. I was in the hospital many times. They don't really do too much for you either, to be honest, but I would recommend...
You ask her to split the bill, don't you? It really depends. I'll foot the bill if it seems like they're okay for me to foot the bill. And then also I'll pay if it's like reasonable and it's not like a first date. Like if we go out to like dinner on like a 3rd date and we're still like kind of feeling each other out, I think it is appropriate to split the bill.
Going if you really have drank that much. In my experiences, what they do is they give you a water IV, maybe some vitamins, and then they send you on your way. Depending on your level of alcoholism, they may give you...
Bro got alcohol poisoning and ended up in the hospital.
Some pills to help you feel better as you come down from all the drinking that you did. And the pills are also very addictive.
I did hear buying food at a supermarket and making it yourself is cheaper than ordering food or eating out. Well, yes.
And the first time I ever went to the hospital, I decided not to take them because I was like, why would I want to get addicted to a second substance? That doesn't make sense. Like
if I was on a date with someone and they said, I bought us coffee from home, I'd be happy. I mean, it depends. If you go to like a coffee shop and then they bring out a thermos of coffee, like, I feel like just the general social contract is being broken there. That's like if you go to a restaurant and then somebody, like you go to a restaurant to have a meal with someone and then the person sitting across from you brings out their lunchbox.
Addicted to everything I do. I was addicted to YouTube when I did it. I was addicted to working out when I was working out, and all of that, like every single thing.
He was addicted to working out. You guys gotta understand, he has an addictive personality.
Girls, I'm addicted to them. Like,
yeah, guys, the alcohol played no role in his divorce.
Like, I'm intelligent enough as a human being to be like, okay, like if I take this, then so now what do you get me addicted to 2 things, or you get me off the first thing, and I'm just addicted to something new, because they're very addictive substances that they give to you. The other option is going off alcohol cold turkey, which is not recommended at all because it makes you could die, seizures, convulsions. So I would not recommend that to anyone either. Really, like, going in for help is always going to be the best option and the best suggestion to give to somebody, but it's very difficult to get them to do it.
Imagine being addicted to the girls, bro. That's crazy.
No one ever was.
You know what? Maybe I in glass houses should not be speaking so verbosely there, huh? Okay, but what if your date brought out their lunchbox and asked if you wanted their pudding cup? Dude, that would go hard on middle school Twitter, dude. Would you get her cooties from the pudding cup, or would you take the pudding cup?
Also very stubborn, so you may have better luck than I have. The best thing that you can do is be supportive in any way possible. I've noticed pretty much nothing anyone ever said to me was very helpful. The only people because they didn't understand what was going on in my head, why I was drinking, why it was, and it makes you depressed. It's a depressant, so you end up depressed at the end of the day anyways. Just yelling at someone and telling them, like, you need to stop doing this, you're ruining your life, makes you pick up that bottle.
Your now ex-wife telling you to stop drinking, you're ruining the marriage. This stupid bitch is making me pick up the bottle. No what? Okay, not to be that guy. This is mean, but I'm not really surprised this guy relapsed because this guy's talking like, I mean, okay, this is rough, right? So this is from January, and he posted this 3 weeks ago. So he was 4 months sober once he posted this video. It's just very interesting to see where his mind is at on day one. There we go. I got to remember the time, the distance in between him now versus him then. But I've met people who got sober after, you know, being addicts, right? This is like the exact, like, this is the demon talking, okay? This is the demon talking through popular MMOs right now. Babe, wake up. Kinky IRL is live again. That's... Oh boy. I think I have a really freaky community.
Like, you're not helping, you're doing the exact opposite.
Oh my god, dude. He's like a fucking cartoon character right now.
Anyways, I just had a massive like cough attack. But yeah, that's not the way.
He talks like how you talk when you're drunk. You made us this way. I mean, I think I did. But also more like sleazy IRL. I don't know if it was that you encouraged me or I encouraged you.
Literally just opened the stream and here babe wake up Kinky Earl is live again, missed these streams NGL.
Oh my god, hello extremely happy simmer, it's been a minute. Is he even sober in this video? This is day one of his sobriety.
To support someone, you can support someone by telling them like you'd like to, you know.
This is the first 24 hours. He was looking like this going to the clubs. That's kind of scary, dude. We got Unk in the club, throwing it back.
Anyway, just
how many buttons are undone?
But like I was saying, like that's
3.
really not
I have 3 undone right now.
Just because it makes someone want to drink more when you say things like that. You have to be supportive in a different way. I've noticed the most supportive people actually have been other people who were addicts who actually understood like how I felt, why I was drinking, and how hard it is to come off the drinking. Just telling someone, hey, stop drinking, it's bad for you. Yeah, you try to go throwing up all day long, like, and being just on the floor, unable to move. Like, you just can't do that. Another way people get off drinking.
He's in his 30s.
Off, that is something I've done many times, and that was the only thing that's been successful.
Yeah, he's still probably drunk from the day before. That's the worst feeling in the world, dude, where you're like, where you're like, you drank really heavily the prior night and you wake up and you're still drunk. Like, that is the worst. That's so so there's an old video. I was like 20, right? No, was I 20? I can't remember. I was really young. I was definitely too young to do this. I also think I might have been underage, and I was underage drinking. But I can't fucking remember. Fuck. There's an old video of me at VidCon, right? This is when the Reddit crew existed. And y'all, if you're like an old head, you might remember, right? That video where it was like the vlog from VidCon, right? And I like kissed Quiet on the forehead and I called him Spider-Man. I was blackout drunk. I literally don't remember doing that. The only reason I remember is because it was recorded. The day after, when I woke up, I was still drunk. Okay? And we were going to fucking Disney. And I couldn't not go to Disney. It was like $300, right? And so I get up. I tell everybody in the house I'm drunk still. And they're like, it's fine. We'll get some food and then we'll go. And then we get food and we go to Disney. We're in the line. And I'm going through the line at security. And the guy at the security line was like, "You're doing fine, bud. Keep it up." And like, so the security guard knew I was drunk, and he let me in. And then I didn't like sober up until like 10 a.m. It was like pretty fucking bad. That was one of the times that I have been the drunkest in my life. Like, holy shit, that was rough. Holy fuck, you just reminded me of a forgotten memory. Yeah, well, I'm sure this one's gonna make everybody laugh hysterical, right? You know who else was in that house for VidCon? Fucking Pyrocynical and his then girlfriend at the time, Hyojin. Yeah, bet you don't remember those names. Pyrocynical you probably remember, but Hyojin you don't. How are you alive? I definitely probably could have ended up in the hospital. I was so drunk. What was another time? It was college, and I drank like 2 Four Locos back to back. And I don't know if you guys have ever had Four Locos, but like I drank 2 Four Locos, instant blackness. Instant blackness. And the next thing I remember puking in a parking lot of an Orthodox Christian church. And then I remember puking in my walk-in closet. And I puked all over my jeans. And I woke up the next morning, hungover as hell. And because Four Loko is dyed green, there was green puke everywhere. I'm sorry if you're eating and listening to this, but this is why you shouldn't drink that much. But it was OG or nerfed. I think it was nerfed still, but I remember doing 2 Four Locos, and then I'm pretty sure I drank something else, but I don't remember because that it's just a blank space in my memory.
For me, and it's nothing I would recommend to anyone either because it's extremely dangerous because you can die at home at your house.
Potion of instant harming.
But I'm still gonna mention every single thing that happened for me. That was
Diesel was on that old formula banned from colleges, almost banned from the US for logo.
It wasn't even like a party I was going to. I was a freshman and I made friends with seniors, and because they thought I was like cool as fuck. And when you're like 18 and some guy in his 20s is like, "You're based," you're like, "Yeah, I'm based." So of course you're gonna drink yourself under a table. And I was like over at his apartment with his homies, and like all 5 of us were watching Tyler Perry movies because that's what you do when there's nowhere to party. So I was like 19, 18, like drinking myself under a table while Medea played in the background.
just be, let's say you drink 20 drinks a day, then next day you drink 19, then 18, then 17, then 16, until you're down to no drinks. So your body is not used to having alcohol in its system anymore. That is also extremely hard to do because anyone who's me, like, I'm a very emotional person. I'm an emotional drinker. I'm an everything drinker. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm an everything drinker. We can tell.
I'm a drinker, like anything going on, any excuse I have.
I feel like you gotta drink a lot of Buzzballs to really feel what a Four Loko was, I think. And then on top of that, I've never had a Buzzball because the only place I see it is a gas station. So I associate it with like hobo alcoholism, you know? It's like a different kind.
Girlfriend broke up with me, bottle. Oh my god, my sports team won, bottle. Like, you know, and it's very hard to convince yourself to stop. So you really have to take a look at your life and see where you were before it.
Damn, now I want to drink a martini. Sounds nice. I keep saying if I wasn't so busy, I would really appreciate to go party because my entire early 20s were taken up by the pandemic and I need to make up for lost time. But I think if I did that now, I might actually just instantaneously die.
You know, I'm like, that fall from grace is quite painful to look at. And I tried many times. I got off alcohol. I went through alcohol withdrawals, I would say, I don't know, 30, 40 times. And every time you say, like, well, I'll never put myself through this again. And, you know, you really have to want it.
The guilty gooner after gooning. I will never goon again. This was horrible.
I'm Another reason I'm not only to help people with this is to hold myself accountable. I know this will help me more than anything, is being able to help other people.
I'm drinking Diet Coke. Diet Coke is better than regular Coke. Don't at me.
'Cause I don't need to drink to go out and have fun. Like, you don't. I did it for years. There's no reason to go get wasted.
I think this
either.
guy should put down the bottle and pick up a cigarette. I think cigarettes should come back. They have aura.
Even if you do go out and want to have a couple drinks, there's no reason to get completely plastered. You don't remember the night anyways. There's weeks and months of time that I don't remember at all. Sometimes you do really
That's crazy. I don't remember things now, and I'm sober.
stupid things.
Oh, dude, I was like working in the store today, and I was cleaning some stuff up, and I need to go to my car, and I open my door, and I go into the car, and then I go back inside the store, and I just didn't close my door for like 6 hours. So I just left my door to my car wide open for like 6 fucking hours. And the UPS guy, who's like Elder Germa, he's like Germa, like unironically, he sounds like Germa and looks like Germa. He's like, oh, you know, your car door's open. And I'm like, what? And I had left it open all day. I just fucking forgot. And it blew me away. I was like, holy shit. Like, is this, insane fucking memory problems lately, chat. Like, you have no fucking idea.
In the last year, I've been arrested. I've been to the mental hospital. I've been to the hospital multiple times.
I was driving yesterday, and I was at a mall. That's where I got this shirt, actually. It's a Uniqlo special over here. I go to park, and I fucking hit the parking barrier. I cause at least $700 or $800 in damages to my car, and I'm like, it's been a long week, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
Not good things like in your life.
Early onset autism. Yeah, that's what's happening.
I have a lot to say about it, honestly, but this is only going to be the first video. There's a lot of stories, a lot of.
Do people really regularly drink to the point of forgetting? You only forget if you black out, but if you brown out, you forget like a little bit of your evening, and then you shit yourself. I just made up that second part.
That may be helpful to you that I will try to explain, because I kind of went into this, I'm just winging it. Honestly, I literally have like been drinking my life away for the last
just wipe it away with some elbow grease and it'll be fine. I tried doing that. I'm gonna need to replace a bumper, dude.
years, so I didn't put a huge amount of effort into this video, not to lie to you, but I do
It's
have
not your fault. They should have put the parking barrier so close. I was pissed.
information that I can give you about drugs and alcohol and anyways, guys, you could always make your life better. Remember that. No reason to drink yourself to oblivion. No reason to have any
brown out from
substance.
experience. Well, like I'll forget large swaths of the evening, but I remember like small bits and bobs, you know.
That alters your state of mind because it's very important. Anyways, I love you guys. That's why I'm here. Hope to see you soon. Peace. And for those wondering, the reason I stopped is because I realized I didn't have long to live. I probably, with the way things were going and how downhill things were, I probably didn't have.
Motherfucker is so flaky right now. It is disgusting, dude. He is so flaky. I'm begging. This guy needs a facial scrub.
More than a couple weeks before I would be dead. And I'm definitely not ready to leave this world, and I hope none of you guys are either. So let's live the best.
Did you try? Listen, guys, I can tell you that it was not. Hold on. Do I have a picture of it? I'll show chat. I'll show you, chat. I'll show you. Hold on. Let me go take a gander. Here we go. This doesn't. This is what I did to my car. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, I'm gonna need to. It's gonna go in. It's gonna go in. But not happy. That's all like fucking dented and like scraped like in the metal. It's scraped in the metal of the car.
As live as we can.
So basically, in these pictures, you're gonna see that I was incredibly out of shape. I lost all the muscle on my body. The doctor said I would be dead.
Dude was like, he turned into like a alcoholic unk in that first part, and now he turned back into an annoying YouTuber in this part, and I can't tell which one's worse.
By the time I was 40, my liver was failing. My pancreas had pancreatitis. I was doing bad, like really, really bad. And then I ended out in jail within a week of making that video before I ended out in rehab. But guys, check those pictures out, and yeah, stick around. I'm gonna show my journey with you guys. Love you guys.
Yeesh. I like how his only frame of reference right here is fucking out of shape, dude. Also, I just would like us all to notice that he is in what I can only assume is a private jet in that image, because that looks like the cockpit of an airplane at the end of that, okay? His gun. All right, so that's stop one.
What's up, dudes? It's Pat, and welcome back to another video. And that's right, guys, I am back.
There's something so fucking mentally ill about being a YouTuber reacting to your own, like, arrest. Okay?
I don't know what I'm doing with my hand. I don't know how to record anymore. It's been so long, honestly. Like 5 years of time, I was completely addicted to alcohol and then drugs as well. And pretty much any of the videos I recorded in the last 5 years, I was drunk during them. And it's just giving me so much anxiety to even post something. Like the video that I posted last week.
He's much healthier now. Careful, Charlie. You might have done that a little too early.
The support was amazing. Like seriously, like guys, the comments were so nice and I appreciate all of it. I'm really just hoping that my journey through sobriety, which we're on day 130 by the way, guys, which is amazing. I hope we can help other people because I know other people are going through the same thing.
Honestly, kind
and like,
of.
if I can help,
I will say it is honestly kind of sad that this guy leaves YouTube and he starts like working out his sobriety, and the second he comes back to YouTube, he immediately relapses. I don't. Like I'm not saying it was YouTube that did it, but clearly the two seem to go part and parcel. Like, I don't know, man. Fame just goes to a person's head, except me, because I'm different and hot and amazing and am never wrong.
Save like a few people's lives. Like it's totally worth it. Like doing this and like trying to show what's going on in my life, whether I'm proud of it or not. Which obviously I'm not proud of the things that have happened, but I'm glad that I'm finally sober, and I hope we all can live our best lives. Like seriously. So, yeah, guys, today is a special day. We are watching a video from Penguin
I
Z0.
yearn for body cam reacts. I've reacted to this body cam, but I should do another body cam stream. It's been a minute.
And everybody has told me to watch this. It dropped at the weirdest time. It says 4 months ago, and looking at this thumbnail, like, this is the first time I've seen the thumbnail was today. I'm excited. Like, I was nervous, and I'll explain why in a second. But it says, I don't want to get up in, like, 5 minutes. I'll give it to you. And I'm still funny drunk. I'm just going to throw that out there. That is crazy. Like, I look awful. Like, never get yourself in this kind of situation.
Where's your private jet, Diesel? Listen, guys, I'm not rich yet, but when I'm rich, let's just say there will be signs, okay? I will own a suit of armor. That's why I'm cheap. I'm saving up for a suit of armor.
I'm really hoping putting myself out there with this will stop others from doing some of the dumb things I did in life. And, like, really, we only have so much time in life, so we don't want to waste it doing things like this. I'm sleeping on the ground, which a lot of things in this video, no one knows anything about. Like, so this guy made a video about it, right? And actually, I watched some of his videos, so it was kind of cool that he made one about me. But he doesn't know.
Okay, how does this guy not know about Moist Critical? Doesn't... Okay, 17 million. All right, whatever. Sure. I guess you don't know about Moist Critical. I don't... he's also been disconnected from the culture for the last 5 years, sure.
This guy's, let's do it.
There's a new body cam.
This motherfucker ain't even watching the video on YouTube. He done did download it, bro. he done did download it.
That just dropped today that's got a lot of people talking because it features an extremely big Minecraft YouTuber named PopularMMO's.
Hey, wake up, man. I don't got all day for you. Wake up. Wake your ass up.
Oh, and guys, just so you know, this actually...
Dude, you're watching a guy react to a guy react to a guy react to a body cam footage.
Wasn't really recent. I was arrested 2 times after this. This was last year, like at the beginning of the year. A lot of people are kind of confused about the timing on this. I guess it got released and somehow found online. I don't even know how this was found online. Really no idea about that, but whatever. It's here and we're gonna watch it.
Weed and a ton of fireball. Homie is messed up.
Just put your arms like you're praying. Look on what? Like you're praying. Yeah, just like Paul.
Like I'm praying.
No, I'm about to get.
That's not exactly how I remembered it.
The guy who was drunk and can't remember anything. That's not how I remember it.
I think what I was thinking was that I decided to... I think I had in my head already that I was going to run because I'm an idiot. And when you're drunk, you do stupid things. So, like, don't drink like that. It's a bad idea. I know I had it in my head. I'm like, they caught me with weed. Wasn't even my weed. We'll get into that after. Like, there's a lot of things about this that should not have happened. Like, I got a felony for this. It said I resisted with violence, so the cops, like, lied on the police reports. I did not resist with violence, which you're going to see in this video, hopefully.
The cops lied. Jeez, I can't even. This guy is not selling me on his character as a person.
But yeah, I think I had it in my head, like...
He's a resisting arrest, dude.
I'm gonna have to run if I'm getting arrested, which is stupid because I would just get arrested later anyway.
Why was he arrested? Not only was he sleeping on the sidewalk, he was carrying marijuana, of which is illegal in the state he lives.
Then they told me, and then I went for it, apparently.
This YouTube boy.
It's really sad to see
YouTube
someone
boy.
spiral like this.
I heard that so much.
Yeah.
I'm reacting to Charlie's video of it. Why is this guy doing this?
He was way too fucking hammered. He was in a different dimension. He had left the corporeal realm.
Dude, I was.
So he tried to run away. It was in slow motion.
What is this? What is this? It's like you're watching... Why are you watching Charlie, dude? What's wrong with you? Why?
He was looking like a claymation out there at 5 frames per second, so not the best call there for sure. One thing I found really weird about this, and you see it a bit at the end of the Sizzler reel where the officer goes, "It's YouTube boy!" Sounding
like
how
did
the
it get to that? That's what I'm wondering too.
Center of a Tootsie Pop commercial.
How did it get to that? Because they had approached you before. How is this guy so unfamiliar with his own felonious case? That's not the correct adjective to use. How's he so unfamiliar with his own incarceration and related arrest? Like, has he not read his own police report? I'd want to know. I wouldn't defer all that to my attorney.
These officers seem to fucking hate the idea of YouTube as a career. Like, it's not something PopularMMO's himself brought up where he was like, you know, dusting his shoulder.
I literally
yeah, I'm a
never bring it
YouTuber.
up,
You can
so.
let me go now.
Yeah, but you're like a known quantity in the area because you're such a fucking drunk. How do you not know? How do you not know that?
Even when I'm
big
drunk.
deal, you know, squeezing on his own nipples or anything. He didn't bring it up. They found out, and then they start making fun of him for it and just kind of insult.
Guys, I have a prediction. Evil prediction. Evil prediction. I think PopularMMO's is going to fall down to alt-right pipeline. There we go. I said it. I think it's going to happen.
Probably because cops get
They
made
were
fun
just
of
bullying
constantly.
him for YouTubing, like being a YouTuber. I half expected them to take him to a toilet and give him a
To
swirl.
be honest, being a YouTuber is an incarceratable offense. I'm not going to lie.
Or like an atomic wedgie while calling him a dork.
On March 20th, 2024, officers in
And just so you
Jacksonville...
guys know, like, this arrest is nowhere near compared to what happened to me after this. And that's not online. And I don't even know if I can make a video about it. It was so violent. Like, I got bit by one of the police dogs. Horribly violent. There was blood everywhere. And I was sleeping. Well, I was passed out. Pretty passed out. And that is just so much worse than what happens in this video. Like, look at me. Look, what am I doing? I thought I might be in the street because they wrote that on the police report. It literally said that on the police report. I'm not in the street. I was, you know, waiting to cross both ways.
How do I have over 1K notifications? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Wow, because no cars were around at night.
Florida received reports of a man sleeping on a residential street. What they don't expect is to find one of YouTube's most popular former stars, who turns a simple wellness check into a chaotic
Man, looking
encounter,
bad.
leaving another mark on an already unraveling legacy.
I'm going to jail again. You can Minecraft that.
How excited they are.
That doesn't even
Yeah, man. I'd be excited too if I was a cop working a 12-hour shift and I arrested a famous person.
Makes sense. He can Minecraft that. What in tarnation kind of hogwash?
I don't
If you're
know.
gonna try and come in here with your, you know...
Dude, what the fuck is this react? I'm not gonna, like, this is like a big nothing react, dude.
That really hurt, though.
Quip.
Are you trying to gaslight me? Girl, they, them, bro, okay? What the fuck are you talking about?
And at least have it be something
what
sensible.
notifications?
We're Ender dragging his ass to the slammer or something like that.
I kind of like that.
Better than this garbage because this was nothing. This was literally.
Hi there.
It says tab 1056. Where?
I just came home from picking my sister up at the airport, and there's a man kind of laying in the road. Any drink or drugs, weapons involved that you know of? I do not know. Do you think he's trying to harm himself? I think he might be dead, or I don't know.
Okay, wait. She thinks I'm dead. Wouldn't she be like slightly more worried? I feel like I saw someone.
This motherfucker thinks he's main character. Okay, I'm beginning to understand. This guy sucks. Look at the top of your tabs. Where? Your YouTube tab. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I guess I do have a lot of notifications.
Dead on the side of the road. I'd be like, ooh,
I believe
oh
you
my
now.
god, someone I think they're
now.
dead. Like, I'd be freaking out. Like, she's like,
I didn't even
dead or
know.
something. I was like dropping my sister off. I want to like check it out soon. Like, I don't know. What is wrong with this world? Just trying to take a little nap.
An officer arrives to find a man lying on the pavement beneath a streetlight, dressed only in
I now know why people say that he was milking this, because this is definitely feeling like milking behavior, okay?
shorts and a t-shirt, despite the chilly 45
I am from
degree weather.
Connecticut, so pretty normal behavior. That was not actually drunk behavior. That was normal behavior for me. I don't even own long pants and like long sleeve shirts, so that's just me. Personally,
this call from a concerned citizen expressing that they thought this
Not that
person
concerned.
might be dead.
Not this motherfucker's like, why wasn't this stranger more concerned for my well-being?
I half expected him to roll up and encounter a Peter Griffin death
Literally
throes,
was
but that
napping.
was not the case. He looks like he was sleeping peaceful as fuck. He is sleeping like an angel right now. He looks comfortable. I am actually jealous of like how
I actually is it wrong to prey on somebody's downfall simply because you just don't like their vibe? Can I just wish for somebody's downfall on the basis of their vibes? Also, he's from Connecticut, and I fucking hate Connecticut.
soundly this man is sleeping on the concrete.
To be like perfectly honest, and like guys, I'm joking and not joking at the same time with this. The best I ever slept was when I slept. The worst my English ever got was also sober. I sleep like a rock when I'm drinking, clearly, because I slept right on the ground like that. I cuddled up. I found a way to make my backpack a pillow. Like, I don't look dead. Who dies like that? That would be super weird.
Who dies like that? Bro has never seen a homeless man die in the cold winter's air, and it shows.
But anyways.
Hey, buddy.
His walls remind me of like an Eastern European babushka's house.
Oh, and guys, you don't know why I'm here. So,
this is like, by the way, he has like paintings or panels on the wall. I guess those might be sound panels, but they like directly resemble the wall, and it just makes it look like he has paintings of the wall on his wall.
I was hanging out with my girl, and she left because she was going to the weed store because she has a weed card, and I decided to stay at her house. Obviously, I was drinking, and she got there. It was closed, so I said I would Uber to my house, which I did, and then Uber back because there was some weed she left at my house. So I grabbed that, went in the Uber. When I got back, my phone had died. Drinking, nighttime, identical houses, cars, like, couldn't figure it out when I got out of the Uber. Literally walked around for an hour, and anyone who's been around a lot of alcohol before knows, like, you can get very tired, and after, like, an hour of trying to figure out where I was supposed to go, I decided I had to take a nap and figure it out when I wake up. Very drunk decision. Terrible decision. That's why, guys, like, sobriety really is, like, a very important thing, especially, like, for me, people who overdo it like this, very important. This led to an arrest that shouldn't even have happened. So I took a nap, apparently on the side of the road. Police report said it was in the road. Didn't happen in the road. Clearly on the side of the road. And it's going to lead to a whole thing. Like, I couldn't even...
Is this guy like... Why are we litigating this, dude? Why are we litigating this?
explain like it wasn't mine either because I was drinking. And also the police scare me. I have some PTSD. And it's terrible.
I'm beginning to really dislike this person just based purely on vibes.
Hey, sheriff's office. Do you live here? Huh? Hey, wake up, man. I don't got all day for you. Wake up. Wake your ass up.
You had a bit too much drink tonight, man? You're good?
You live here?
I'm good, though.
Where do you live?
Why don't you go see what somebody's...
I can't hear you, man.
I had a lot of silver. Sorry.
You had a lot of what?
I literally have to. I might still be sleeping.
He is really hammered, obviously, and his voice is really deep and like really gravelly right now, so he almost sounds
I can't
like
understand
Jigsaw.
it. It's me.
If Jigsaw was sculling Fireball.
Connecticut is simply the driveway between like It's the highway between New York and Massachusetts. Connecticut thinks it's part of the tri-state. It ain't. It's just a duo state, okay?
The Op Block celebrates 14 months of membership. I respect the guy putting himself on full blast.
Well, I mean, yes. That's, I guess.
His username is PopularMMO's and Minecraft YouTube SEO farming like that gave me bad vibes back in 2015. I don't blame you, bad vibes
Popular
now.
MMO's YouTube video, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. The driveway. Yeah, listen, guys, long day, okay?
Almost sounds like he's casting some kind of spell sometimes.
Go to bed.
All right, well, hurry up, bro.
What is there to do in Connecticut, okay? Because literally you just go to Hartford and you're like, damn, there ain't nothing in this city.
About to be going to jail.
I'm going to
See,
jail.
this is what they're not showing you guys, because I did see some actual footage sent to me from my lawyer. He was yelling at me from further away, like across the street that's right next to him, saying, "I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail." Before they even woke me up, he yelled I was going to jail. And they know nothing. I'm just laying on the ground. So, like, it was extremely rude.
Okay, I kind of feel like these body cam videos don't, like, leave much out. So I'm very skeptical of that. But the fact that he's sitting here this long of a distance between then and now, what is this video for? Is it for the court, motherfucker? Like,
obviously, in this, like, video, they're trying to make it portray like it's not that bad. Like, oh, they're checking on me. But the first thing that happened was I was getting yelled at.
Yeah, you're sleeping on the ground.
Bro was like, I was getting yelled at. They were saying I was going to jail even before I woke up. Brother, you're publicly intoxicated on a sidewalk of a suburban neighborhood. Of course you're going to jail. You're the motherfucker who made the zoning laws shit, okay?
Probably at least like 20 minutes out.
I don't know why I'm bitching about zoning laws when this has nothing to do with it, all right? That's like my autistic fixation is city planning.
I was just drinking. Friends wanted to come over to make sure I was good, that's all. So how do you get over here?
I got lost.
Oh, that's all they did. Somebody dropped you off
Uber.
here?
It was Uber.
Yeah, they dropped me off here, yeah.
You need rescue to come check you out?
No, I'm actually fine.
Okay, well, can you call Uber or somebody to
No,
come
my
get
phone's
you?
dead.
Because you're in this condition, you're not even safe to walk.
So they were talking to
I
him
couldn't
for like
walk, it was really
45
far.
seconds while he was trying to like recombine.
Hartford is just a cardboard cutout of a small city. Bro, I don't know if any of you have been to Hartford, Connecticut, but like literally it is just like a highway cuts through the middle of the city and not a soul walks around in the city. It is completely unwalked by individuals, okay? It is dead empty.
Ovulate himself back to reality and, you know, get the sleepies out of his eyes and snap back
No,
to
seriously,
it.
like,
one of the officers
was drunk
like,
and
kind of
half
threatens
asleep.
that he's going to go to jail if he doesn't, like, hurry up. So then he stands up.
Yeah, I
and
don't
he
get that
explains
part.
that he was there drinking with friends. And
I don't like this reaction video, dude, just based on pure energy.
The officers are saying, just get an Uber or get a friend to come over and take you home because you're in no shape to walk. Also, you're nowhere near home. It's not even walking distance, even if you're like the fastest fucking power walker.
No, it was pretty
in the world.
far.
Pat, what's your last name, Mr. Pat? Julianelle. Can you spell that for me?
Better
I'm
known
so
as
tired.
Pat, 35-year-old Patrick Thomas Julianelle is the creator behind the massively
wonder how I
successful
spelled it.
YouTube channel, Popular MMOs.
Oh, no, it's dead. Dead? Yeah, that's what it's saying, is like that little
I love how
battery
I'm
alert
sitting
you're
Indian
getting.
style. I'm like the most well-behaved like person that gets in trouble. I just sit on the ground like a little kid.
I'm the most well-behaved person that gets in trouble. Me thinking back to the time that Popular MMOs ran onto not one but two sports fields during a game.
Get an Indian style. I'm like, oh, my phone is dead. I need help.
Bro, we can't say Indian style anymore, okay? It's 2025, all right? Let us not see what's in your group chats.
Help, Mr. Officer. And they're like, you go in jail. Every time.
It's dead. You need to
I
charge
don't
it.
think I've ever seen a person on the streets of Hartford. What's another place in Connecticut? Danbury. That's like right on the edge. Ain't nothing to do in Danbury. There's a mall. That's it.
Now, one of the officers must have recognized that at the time because then it gets brought up about him being a YouTube star a lot.
Yeah, I don't know how this
So
stuff happens.
the problem is his phone's dead, which is
Dude,
why
if you work at like a tiny sheriff's department and you're like, yo, this is a famous person that lives in our district and we've arrested him. That's all you're all going to talk about, dude.
he doesn't have an Uber or a friend to call, would also explain
No,
why he's
I love Danbury.
walking home and then eventually, you know, passed out on the sidewalk. So
No, I was really just trying to find her
They can
house.
charge his phone and he can wait
Popular MMOs really needs to do a land acknowledgement right this instant.
in the car. while he...
Yeah, he's still justifying everything is another thing I'm noticing, right? It's like he hasn't come to terms with his own alcoholism. He needs to, like, take the lumps and then become a more humble individual. That's why everybody who, like, goes through AA, I mean, I know AA is, like, rooted with, like, the whole, like, replacing your life with Jesus stuff, but, like, you know, there's something to be said about the humble Alcoholics Anonymous Christian, you know?
It went really bad
because it's cold out.
Because it went
like
through my
he's dressed
stuff.
like it's spring break, but it's actually pretty cold. 45 degrees in Florida. That might as well be
like
minus
fine.
5 everywhere
In Connecticut,
else
it goes so cold.
It's tough down here when it gets.
From what Chad is saying, Connecticut is Silent Hill coded. No, it's like Connecticut is like the universe that like a redlining Republican wants you to live in. Okay, it's like completely car dependent, redlined, like just the worst fucking version. I hate Connecticut. Connecticut is literally just the highway between more interesting states. There is nothing to do in Connecticut. Quite literally nothing to do. And then anything you think is nice to do in Connecticut is actually like in the like a dirty neighborhood. Like it's just like dirty, completely underfunded, dysfunctional, falling apart. It's terrible. All right. At least in Silent Hill, you can get killed. What's gonna happen in Connecticut? You get Fent. I mean, I would kill you anyway, but you know, I'm sure Pyramid Head is more interesting than Fent.
Below 60. So like he's not in proper attire for that. 45-degree weather here. You're layered up in 5 different wool coats. You know what I mean?
I literally
So the officer-
don't.
My favorite spot in Connecticut is the Equinox with the gun store in the parking lot.
Own a
offers
long
the
sleeve
car
shirt.
for it. And then that's where things go tits up.
Don't feel like getting arrested.
Dude, the suburban neighborhoods in Connecticut look like a dilapidated version of what people like. Do you in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater Underground 2, you started the game in New Jersey and it looked all dirty and brown, okay? Connecticut is what that actually looks like, all right? Wyoming is mad until you get to Jackson Hole. Low-key goated area. Terrible name, though. I feel like Wyoming's got some, like, nice empty space, though. Like, you see empty space in Wyoming, and you're like, damn, that is the emptiest shit I've ever seen, right? Like their empty space, I think, is better than Connecticut's empty space. Connecticut, you get a parking lot. Wyoming, you get, like, grass, you know?
That's like such a good thing to say. You know, I don't feel like getting arrested right now, Mr. Officer.
I love Jackson
This before they even
Hole.
found like that anything was wrong too.
Yeah, you're sleeping on the ground. Yeah, no. Multiple people are calling it in.
You can't even die in Connecticut. That's how boring it is.
Be dead.
One person called in?
You want to sit inside the car? It's nice and warm. I just don't go to jail again.
Pat is no stranger to the
hate
justice
going to
system.
jail.
On May 16, 2021, he was arrested on charges of domestic battery causing bodily harm, but the case was later dropped.
As it
According to
should have
multiple
been.
news reports at the time, Julia Nell posted a statement on Twitter shortly after the incident that
I don't wanna bootlick the cops here, but I'm definitely on their side.
has since been deleted, claiming the accusations were false.
I vaguely remember bits and pieces of that story. I only recall little tiddlywinks of the details there.
Yeah, that was a while ago now.
It's brought up here because Pat made a mention about not wanting to go to
Yeah, it's
jail
interesting
again.
to
So I
bring
guess
up, like,
EW
everything.
followed up with what the previous time was.
What's the second most boring U.S. state? Man, It's okay. I went to New Hampshire. So when I was racist, God forbid my group chat ever leaks from when I was fucking like 18, 19, dude. When I was racist, I went to New Hampshire to see Milo Yiannopoulos and his Dangerous F Slur tour. And we were driving up to New Hampshire. And let me tell you, there is actually literally nothing in New Hampshire. It is just forest, right? But at least it's forest, okay? At least it's forest. And I haven't really explored. Okay, I think worst vibes of a state, though, worst vibes of a state I've visited has to be Maryland. Okay, has to be Maryland. Because Baltimore has like the worst vibes I've ever experienced in any city, period. All right. I've never seen more open drug use in a city. I hear it's better now, but like Baltimore was on God, one of the like worst vibe areas ever. All right. California was also pretty bad. I'm not going to lie. California might have like goated attractions, but like in between that is like the worst kind of sprawl possible, followed by some of the most like horrifying homelessness you've ever seen. What do you mean Maryland is fine? Bro, Baltimore is not fine. I think you just hate the homeless diesel. Look, man. I used to live in Worcester, Massachusetts, all right? Worcester, Massachusetts got a different breed of homeless, all right? You start to develop opinions. Baltimore cleaned up the harbor area at least? Yeah, I heard. Baltimore is very much not okay. Yeah, Maryland is only fun if you like fishing or being at the beach. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think if you like fishing, you'd probably fuck with Maryland a lot. But that's literally it. Like you got to be a fisher, or like you got to just be unk to enjoy Baltimore or Maryland at all. Worcester, yeah, Worcester, Massachusetts. That's where I spent a lot of my formative youth. Fucking Worcester, Mass.
So
wasn't previous one was the Jags game.
Place your bag on top of my hood. I just got to cut you down before you go inside my car. Place your phone right there.
Yeah, this went so bad so quick.
Just real quick.
What are your thoughts on Pennsylvania? It's all right. You know, you got like Pennsylvania's okay. Like it's got like the Amish, and I you know, at least that's like a novelty. You know.
Just put your hands out. You don't have no weapons or anything. You don't have anything on your bag that should be worried of. Any drugs?
I thought it was pronounced Worcester, to be honest. No, so the New Englanders, if you're from Massachusetts and you got the New England accent, you pronounce it Worcester.
Huh? No, it's called. Do you mind if I search your bag real quick?
Officers allow Pat to warm up in the back of the cruiser while his phone charges in the front seat.
Gives him some pats for Patrick and then invites him into the back of the vehicle to warm up, but not before asking if he can search his bag, which Pat gives them.
Wait, sorry, I get so distracted because I like to talk a lot.
No, it's called. Do you mind if I search your bag real quick?
Yeah, I'm in Boston right now, and I've gone to Worcester once, and it was wild. Dude, Worcester is like where all... So, like, they made Boston, like, a nice city, and in order to do that, they had to take out the fucking power washer and power wash all the poor people into Worcester, right? And so, like, the wealth disparity in Worcester is fucking crazy, all right? Like, there are streets in Worcester that I walk down that I definitely could have gotten seriously hurt in. And I had a homie who was, like, right by a main street. He got robbed at gunpoint, and there were tons of cars passing him on the street. I used to go running in the park in Worcester, not the city square park. It's on the north side of town by Worcester State University and WPI. And I used to go running in that park over there. I don't. If you're from the area, you know what it is, right? And fucking when I was out there, I was running, and there's like a part where you run past some woods, and this homeless guy falls out of the bushes, pukes at my feet, and then keeps walking. And it was like the most fucking like what the fuck just happened situation possible. So then after that, I cut my run early and I went home because it was just like what? Or there was one time I've told this story before too, but I was walking to a meeting as an RA, resident assistant. I used to be in charge of a bunch of people, and when I went to my resident assistant's meeting, I had gotten a text that like something had happened on campus, right? And I had walked right past that, right? Apparently a guy had gotten stabbed right near our campus. And I saw the guy on the floor who was stabbed. And I saw the like ambulances around him and they were checking him and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, let me just walk on by that. It's not my business. I remember getting a college warning about a dude robbing people with a stun gun at Worcester. Wait, you're the chatter that went to Becker, right? You're the chatter that went to my alma mater.
Officers allowed.
Maybe I meant no, don't search it. Seriously, I was so drunk. They literally took advantage of the fact that I was like hammered and were able to search my bag. Because that literally could have meant no, don't search my bag. And I was too drunk to explain
Big blunder here. He,
this guy's repeating everything his attorney said. He should have not done this video. Oh my god. This is rough, dude. Dude, so my college in Massachusetts was split between two places, right? Worcester and another town called Leicester, right? Leicester had like 800 people living in it. It was like a town of 800, all right? And like 200 of those were the college students. It was fucking like nothing but cows, dude. And that's where all the horse girls were, because we had like a horse maintenance degree. No wonder the school went under, dude.
They got put in the scholar's mate because they find marijuana and alcohol.
It was like
in his
the
bag.
smallest
The
amount,
alcohol's
too.
not a problem, but
This guy is like repeating everything his attorney said. It's like, look, man, you know, you didn't have a lot of weed on you. They should have been able to search your bag.
the marijuana was. I'm guessing he forgot it was there, or he was just so intoxicated he didn't really
I honestly
know what he
don't
was
know what I
agreeing
was thinking
to,
at the
but
moment.
that's about to change everything.
Weed and a ton of Fireball. Homie is messed up. That's why I asked. I knew.
They just want me so bad.
He spelled his own last name wrong. What's his name?
Yeah, so they checked his inventory
It's not
here. They
complicated last name.
found substances they weren't super happy to find.
I
or
would
maybe they
love to know how much marijuana he had on him. Okay.
were happy to find. He seems to be like celebrating it.
No, dude, they were
And
so
then one of
happy.
the
They
officers
wanted
mentioned
me
he
around.
How
spelled his
many
own
of those
last name
horse
wrong,
majors were
which-
furries? No, I think you misunderstand what a horse girl truly is, because a horse girl isn't that. Not many horse girls are furries, but you would find a furry with the horse girls, you know. But many of them are like different. You ever been to Washington D.C.? Yes, I've been to Washington D.C. I went to Washington D.C. with a Tozy and his manager, and we walked around a bunch of museums. It was actually really fucking nice, but it was the only time I'd ever seen a car get searched when we were going into a parking lot. But we were in like all the nice touristy areas.
He's extremely fucked up. It's not super surprising. It's just really sad. This is a guy who has a history of struggling with substance abuse,
Dude,
as
it's
I
been
understand
5
it.
years.
I'm not super familiar with popular MMOs. As most of you know, I'm not the biggest Minecraft enthusiast. Like, I understand why it's like the most popular game ever. I just never got into it to that level. But from what I understand, he does have a history of struggling with this addiction. And now that
just so you guys know, like, right now, I've been sober for 130 days. This is the longest I've been sober since I picked up my first drink. So, I'm just so glad to
Well, guess we could start from zero again.
finally actually have, like, a clear head, be able to do things.
Horse girls aren't crazy. They're just very serious about horses.
And, like, be able to actually
I don't see much difference between the horse girl and train guy, if you catch my drift.
go back on YouTube and, like, share my experiences with you guys. I really don't regret anything because I feel like I learned a lot from all the things that have happened to me. And if that can help other people, then, honestly, it all was worth it, in my opinion.
officers have found the marijuana on his person, they are going to be taking him into custody. But not before one of the officers wants to make sure that this is the YouTuber he thinks it is.
The other confirms his suspicions that Pat is indeed the well-known YouTube star.
Hey, quick question for you. Did you used to play Xbox or anything like that?
Not Xbox. I've never played Xbox.
You didn't have like a YouTube channel?
YouTube, yeah, but not Xbox.
What was the YouTube channel about?
Video games.
What type of video games?
Minecraft.
Minecraft? Oh, okay. All right, thank you.
Minecraft YouTubing, yep. That's an additional charge, buddy. It was just going to be drugs, but now we're going to charge you with cringe as well.
Literally, I did get an additional charge. You guys are going to have to watch this. 'Cause I am...
This guy is like, you gotta understand, I got an additional charge for being cringe.
100% sure I did not resist arrest with violence. It was written into the police report that I did, and they gave me a felony because of it. But you will hopefully see in this footage that I did resist arrest. Running away is resisting arrest. Yes, that's a misdemeanor. I got a felony and put on felony probation, which led to some really, really, really bad things that happened after this, which I'll talk about in other videos, which I hope you guys will stick around for. But really, it's really important to see this footage to see how it actually went down when they arrested me. Because it's a big difference between resisting arrest, which is running away, and resisting with violence, meaning I'm trying to hurt the police.
Now that the cat's out of the bag,
I know something about you. You made Reddit videos. It's true. And they convicted me with cringe.
they start calling him.
You know, the thing is I was always like a character in the Reddit videos, but I just made fucking cringe commentary. I made normie commentary.
YouTube boy quite a few times.
I heard this in rehab too.
It's also really weird.
Granted, I would probably, but I'd be much more fiscally stable if I made Reddit videos. Okay.
Listening to them talk about YouTubing as a career and how like they don't really seem to get it, which is surprising because they're not old. Like they have to know
Pretty sure they're probably
there's careers
around my
on
age.
the internet. It's not like this mystical, mythological beast anymore. This World Wide Web thing.
That's YouTube boy.
YouTube
off
boy.
Commissioner Drive.
Just checked out the bag there.
Just
There's no excuse for Reddit videos. You wouldn't download a Reddit post.
There's nothing to bags.
You liar.
Have you ever been to Florida? What are your thoughts on it? I haven't been to Florida. I have friends who are from Florida. And I like my friends, but I don't think I'd like Florida.
This is
Just
what
put your
I
arms
was
like you're praying. Look on what? Like you're praying. Yeah, this man like palm stuff.
See, wait, one second. This is so confusing because who says put your hands like you're gonna pray? That's the front. Am I wrong about this? Like, isn't that the front? They're pretty much
He's saying put your hands like this behind your back.
saying like pray to.
Is this guy's like he's like post hoc like trying to say why he's like actually reasonable for resisting arrest, dude.
God, you're getting arrested, YouTube boy. And yeah, that just would be sober. This would confused me, anyways. I would have been actually.
What are you, fucking stupid?
I would have done worse because they would have said, "Put your hands like you're praying." And I would have went like this, and they'd be like, "He's reaching for a gun," and punch me in the face or shot me. Problem.
Yeah, I like how the white guy instantly goes to punch you in the face.
Yeah, that just would be sober. Their prayer says, "Put."
Hold on.
This is
Put
what
your arms like you're praying. Look on what?
Yeah,
Like
behind
you're
your back. Yeah, they're saying put your arms like you're praying.
Yeah, this man like palm stuff.
They're like directing him too. You could see that they're like using their arms to like direct him to where to go.
Wait, one second. This is so confusing because who says put your hands like you're gonna pray? That's the front. Am I wrong about this? Like, isn't that the front? They're pretty much saying like, pray to God, you're getting arrested, YouTube boy.
I haven't been to enough states to like know for sure what all the states are.
And yeah, that just would be sober. This would confused me, anyways. I would have been actually. I would have done worse because they would have said, "Put your hands like you're praying," and I would have went like this, and they'd be like, "He's reaching for a gun," and punch me in the face or shot me.
He's reaching for a gun and it instantly shot me.
Probably. I'm pretty sure what was going on in my mind though. I was like, okay, they have
all YouTubers should be forced to react to their arrest videos. I honestly concur with that decree. It is now law.
bag. They found the weed. It's not my weed, but I have to run. I have to run because I'm a drunk idiot, and that's kind of what happened. As you can see, nobody tries to run when they're already holding you.
Is this guy stupid? Has he never watched Cops? Has he ever watched Live PD?
Their hands are. They don't have to catch me. They caught me. I started running after I was caught.
I've only been to one place I liked in New Jersey, and that's the IKEA. Okay.
Seen that before. That's why don't get this drunk. Don't get drunk. Like you're never gonna think that's a good idea if you're sober. It's not. I couldn't get away. And if I did get away,
you have to do.
I'm getting arrested
before
after
stream can end. South Dakota or North Dakota? We don't talk about North Dakota. I don't even know what's in South Dakota. Are they like a potato state? Is it like Idaho?
The fact, anyways, so it makes no difference. Instead, 7.2 million people watched me get arrested at my lowest point in life, and police push my face into the ground. I start.
Is this guy like? What are you trying to moralize this?
Bleeding and stuff too. Honestly, they were very aggressive with me. Like,
oh my god, shut up! I know it's your attorney talking through your lips right now.
I had cuts on my face. I had an infected cut on my elbow. It looked horrible in jail, which of course they didn't treat for because they don't treat for anything in jail. Scuffle. All right, let's watch.
We're not doing this. All right, Kill 261 fighting one. Kill 261 fighting one. Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Already.
So they said stop resisting, and I said we're good. So I was saying I'm not resisting.
What? Stop resisting. Immediately doesn't put his hands behind his back.
Like, that's the thing. The second that I went down, I stopped moving. But the thing was, they were still pushing my face into the ground. Like, I tried to run. They obviously got me, and I went down really quick. The second I went down, I stopped moving, because obviously I'm going to get in more trouble. You can see in the video, I didn't try to do anything to the police. I tried to run away. Once I went down, I said, we're good. And he's like, stop resisting. I'm like, we're good. Stop resisting. He keeps saying it over and over again while I'm just laying there with someone pushing my face on the ground. So I don't know if they had a bad day or what.
So they decide to arrest him for the possession of marijuana, and as they're going to put him in cuffs, he tries to break away.
It's really bad.
It doesn't go very far, but you can hear him say something that's just extremely sad, where he says he's tired of it all.
Yeah, I'm tired of getting arrested all the time. That's
I'm tired of getting arrested all the time. Excuse me for not mustering up a shit to give.
That he was resisting with violence, claiming that he kicked them. I didn't really see that in the body cam because it looks like they kind of potato sacked him immediately. It's not like he got very far, and he was already really unsteady on his feet, but that is part of this. I can't confirm or deny if there were any kicks being thrown.
No, I went down. I knew the second I went down.
Trying to run away was a terrible idea. Like, even if he was in, you know, prime shape right now, not super fucked up, even if he had all the makings of a varsity athlete,
I was being held
he
already.
Was still not going to get far there. They had already had it.
This guy, I feel like you can't react to your own arrest video without sounding like you're trying to like explain why you're actually innocent. You know what I mean? Like, how else do you react to it other than like, I actually did nothing wrong? You know, like, that's just where I feel it. You just go instantly.
His arms behind his back. Unless he had like an interpearl to throw to get out of there.
Dude, it was impossible.
On that plan.
It was the worst time to run in the world.
Diesel, I have obtained more Latinas than you. I'm thriving. Also, I bought tea from the store. Please don't piss in my purchase again.
It's like Slug goes to a store that's like evil and fucked up or something.
Well, used to be big on YouTube.
Playing Minecraft. And my audio blew up. But he paid a lot of money.
This is their conversation.
What are you doing here?
I can't believe this is another conversation. This guy's like, what do you mean these guys with a job that's more like serious and dangerous than mine actually don't give a fuck about my fame? Yeah, man. Nobody gives a shit.
Say a friend dropped him off.
He
doesn't make
parties with strippers. So he's like currently big in Minecraft now?
No, he died off about a year and a half ago.
I'm glad I made everyone's career on this night because they clearly wanted to arrest me.
This guy is so pressed. He is so fucking pressed that they're dogging on him for being a Minecraft YouTuber. You're lame, popular MMOs. No amount of drinking and partying or sobriety or anything will make you any less lame. It doesn't matter if you got 17 million subscribers. You're a dork.
And then gossip about me after.
Millions.
I'd gossip about you too.
It was from your store, sir. You did the pissing.
I looked him up on YouTube before.
So
you won't believe who it is, Sarge. Who is it? It's YouTube boy.
I just find that so strange because it's not like this is some kind of like oddball career. It's like the #1 thing.
It is an oddball career. It's still an oddball career. I'm sorry. I completely disagree with Charlie. After having associated with the public, okay? Oh my god.
How much do you charge to pee in the tea orders intentionally?
You cannot piss in my tea. I mean, I cannot piss in your tea. I'm gonna go take a pee though, because I do need to go piss. God, I'll be right back. What the fuck? What the fuck? Diesel's making pee. A new shipment of pee. Peeing boba sounds painful. Yeah, it does. Boba tea, more like boba pee. What the fuck? Will you ever do a Wings of Redemption stream? I don't see why not. I need to do some more lolcows. There's not enough drama going on that I care about. Parentheses. Not EHD. End close bracket parentheses. My hands are washed, chat. My hands are washed. You also get Minecraft because you hit the goal. Let me turn that on. Thank you for funding my gooning addiction, chat. There we go. Boom. I don't know what this goal gets you, but it gets you something. It's a secret. It's a secret whatever that goal gets you. I don't know I don't know what that would be. I feel like Wings is done to death. I think B Rabbit is the same person that's on the Tommy C account. That's also the Family Guy Batman account. That's also the Red Hood account. That's also the Super Freak account. Which honestly, you know, they're dedicated to the bit. I might do Andrew Ditch again. I kind of want to know what he's up to. A D-emoji. What's the secret code to order Diesel P?
What is the secret code to order Diesel P?
I honestly, you'd have to be like insane to read all 1,000 pages of that Google Docie. I'm not gonna lie. Like, there is no way to get the diesel piss. All right. Why would you? I don't even think this community is into water sports. I'm a freaky guy, but like water sports is so off the table for me. I just would not. I would not be into it, dude. I would not be into it. It is not for me. Can you make a pregnancy male emoji flavored tea? I don't know what that would even taste like.
Kids want to be these days as like a YouTuber and shit. Like, there's no way they could be that.
We need to start encouraging kids to be things that are YouTubers, dude. Like, no
in
cap.
the dark on it, where they're acting like it's such a foreign concept of making money online, playing video
That's like if I wanted to be Steve from Blue's Clues as a kid, like
games. Now they're calling him YouTube Boy, like some kind of wacky.
No, it's really hard not to watch this.
I would 100% also call him YouTube Boy. He's YouTube Boy.
I don't know, just very surprising to me. Because this is just
but
like,
I wanted my reaction to be in
they're
video.
not like podunk middle of nowhere where they don't have internet access or something. I don't know, I just found that behavior very surprising, I suppose.
I am not surprised at all.
He's the one who ran through the gate again.
I did not run through the gate. Oh my god, I get arrested so much. Like, my friend.
I get arrested so much. Yeah, he's doing a great job here.
Ran on the field, and I made a video about it. You guys have seen it. It was one of my, like, it was only a couple videos ago. My friend ran on the field. I recorded it. I got arrested anyways. They threw it out like that. Like, the second I went to first appearance, they threw it out and let me go because I shouldn't have been arrested in the first place. I didn't actually do anything. I had a camera. I don't know why I'm holding like a camera. It's a phone. I had a phone. And that's it. And I never got my phone back, too. They stole my phone.
Yeah, the Jaguar game.
In 2022, Pat and two others were arrested after one of them ran onto the field during a Jacksonville Jaguars football game. He received a withhold of adjudication and a sentence of 2 days in jail with 2 days credit for...
I did not go to jail for 2 days either. Who writes this? Like, who is...
Actual case file. Who writes this? This guy is doing nothing but making himself look like the most guilty gamer in the house, dude. Holy shit.
Controlling the computer. I'm trying to figure that out. I went to jail for about 16 hours. I did not go for 2 days. I was there.
If it was for 16 hours, it might have been overnight, so they counted it as 2 days.
And I was out within 24 hours. They let me out because I shouldn't have been arrested.
He counts 24 hours as only being possible within a single day block, okay?
Time served.
That I never heard of. That is an interesting plan. I have to imagine alcohol was involved with that decision.
You know, everyone thinks that alcohol was like highly involved with that, but it wasn't. My friend decided to jump on the field, and I thought
everyone thinks alcohol was involved in that. So you did it sober, like.
Tried to record it. Like, I did not think I'd be going to jail or anything would be happening. I mean, that was a sober.
I'm shocked he relapsed.
To be perfectly honest.
Yikes.
You gotta resisting. Yeah. You're going to jail again. You can Minecraft that.
35-year-old Patrick Pat Thomas.
Yeah, that officer owned you, dude. You're lame.
Julian L. was formally charged with resisting an officer with violence.
Yeah, look at my elbow. Like, if someone was...
That is a lot of weed. That is a lot of weed. What the fuck? This guy's like, I didn't even have that much weed on me. Look at that weed.
See, resisting with violence.
That's a lot of bud, bro. What are you talking about?
Happening to me is how they should be
I know it's like a fisheye lens, but that is not like that. You got like a little mason jar of bud.
They forgot a couple words in that sentence.
As well as possession of marijuana under 20 grams. 2024, he was declared indigent.
Under 20 grams, okay.
A determination was made that he couldn't afford a private attorney, and he was appointed a public defender.
Dude, so, okay, I've actually been hearing this a lot. Even my mom told me this, that people were saying this. That I wasted all my money, like, you know, being drunk, I guess. Like, that's what everyone thinks, that I made off YouTube, and that I didn't have a lawyer. I had a lawyer. Like I said, I don't know who controls the computer system here in Jacksonville, but that's incorrect completely. I got a lawyer right away. They came to my first appearance. I had a lawyer throughout the entire case that I ended up on probation for, and I've always had a lawyer every single time I've gotten arrested. I've never worked with a public defender in my entire life. So, literally, no idea who wrote this. They are an idiot.
This part...
This guy is so smug. I am so surprised. He's defending the broke claims, dude. Holy shit, the smug look in his face, bro. Holy shit. Dude, if this guy got sober, he'd be like one of those people that like dogs on other people who drink recreationally. God.
Actually shocked me. Like a child watching the Pokemon movie for the first time when Ash gets turned to
it wouldn't
stone.
make sense.
I had my jaw on the floor here. That he would be declared indigent and unable
Dude, this guy sucks.
to afford a private attorney.
Yeah, that just
he
didn't
did
happen.
undoubtedly make millions of dollars from his career on YouTube. That is a fact. Making Minecraft content being the size he was, he definitely did make millions.
Yeah, and to waste money like that, it's impossible.
To waste money like that is impossible. All right, I'm beginning to get very woke again.
Much of a big waster when it comes to money, even when I'm drinking. I literally had a bottle of Fireball, which is like a $15 bottle. Like, I wear normal clothes. I don't really spend a lot of money, so I mean...
Bro, you live in a mansion. Fuck you. I'm actually gonna crash out.
How did that happen? That's crazy, though. I don't know why that's written into the report.
You should relapse. You should relapse. I'm the evil genie that makes you do narcotics.
Boggling. That's just tragic.
Yeah, post the invoice, broke boy. Yeah, come on, broke YouTube boy. Post that invoice.
I know that happens a lot, where a superstar pisses away all their money
it does.
in a very short amount of
like
time.
Gambling,
it does, but I'm different.
Unbelievable amount of money to somehow not have access to at all anymore. It's just all gone. All just dried up. Holy shit.
He initially entered a plea of not guilty, but later accepted a plea deal on November 20th.
Yeah, and I had to, because mine was going to go to trial, and I was nervous that they'd, like, send it to me to jail time. And basically the plea I accepted put me on probation, which was felony probation, which I still believe should not have happened, because in that video...
Well, then, this guy's not making it... well, you still believe it should not have happened. Okay, well, you accepted the plea bargain, so pee-pee-poo-poo. This guy is like, I shouldn't have had a felony plea bargain. Well... you accepted the term, so I guess that is what it is.
In my opinion, that was not resisting with violence. I did not try to be violent towards the police officers for 1 second of that. I believe
this guy can yap as much as he wants because it didn't go to trial.
It's unfair and very unjust, but here we are. Almost done with probation. I just need to finish a few more hours of community service, and I'm done with that, and I'll be off papers, which is a term I learned in jail. Thank you for helping me learn that term.
2024, and to the Police Memorial Fund, and write an
a lot of
apology
stuff
to the officer he assaulted.
Yeah,
However,
if it's
on January 8th,
if it's not true, refute the charges with your lawyer, dumbass. Exactly. He's like going on the internet and arguing with the internet when he should be going to court. Sounds like you had a public defender.
2025, he was found to have violated his probation due to substance-related issues after failing a drug test.
I did fail a drug test.
20th,
And I'll probably talk about that in a future video. Like, I really do.
Dude, he fucking failed a random urinalysis with the probation office for MDMA, coke, and benzos.
want to dig deep into like the things that happen like in my life, because I think as you get to understand it, I'll be able to help people a lot more, because problems with drugs and alcohol, like,
if you go to this guy, if you're an alcoholic and you're like, this is my idol, I need to get sober like him, he is not the person you should follow into sobriety. I do not like this idiot. Yeah, me too. It's nice to know that my vibe checks are fucking on point here. Jesus Christ.
So common these days, which is insane. And like, I've been through all of it. When I was arrested here, I had never touched a drug in my life other than weed, and I really never liked weed. But I definitely developed a problem with drugs later after this, which we'll probably get into in a future video, which I hope can be helpful to some people who have the same kind of problems.
So it's not like things have been looking up.
I'm not milking it. Yeah, I'll talk about that in a future video. Yeah, it's kind of, dude, his career dried up, and this is the way he's clawing it back, dude.
For him, it's not like he's, you know,
but they finally
getting the help he needs. He's still very much struggling with it, and even to this day, it seems, is still having problems with the law. And
yeah, like literally, he wouldn't have known this, but when this video dropped, I was actually in jail. So yeah, no, I've been struggling for like 5 years. Like, I thought that like there might be
this guy. I hate his tone of voice too, dude. It's like actually irritating, but that's just like somebody could hate my tone of voice too. So I don't know.
The end of like my entire life, honestly. And luckily, I was able to pull myself out.
He sounds like a character in 21 Jump Street. That's what he sounds like.
And now I'm just going to try to document, like, you know, turning my life around. So, like, I hope you guys can do the same if you're in the same situation.
I kind of hope his YouTube empire turns to dust in his hands.
Or just never let yourself go down a path like this, because it can literally happen to anyone. Because keep in mind, I didn't touch anything until I was 30 years old, and that's like the last person you'd expect to develop a huge problem with substances.
Problems with drugs and alcohol.
This violation led to a warrant for his arrest issued on January 10th, 2025. On February 2nd, 2025, police responded to Pat's home address in reference to a mentally ill person, where he then was arrested for the active warrant.
Yeah, write a little bit more, like when you had your little Poochie use me as a chew toy. What about that part?
Oh, this guy is like, why did they write about using a dog in the police report?
Yeah, we're talking about that in a different video, because it's just absolutely ridiculous. Like, I have scars from that one.
His probation was subsequently modified to include GPS monitoring.
I never had a GPS monitor. That's not true. So I don't know who wrote that.
2025, a warrant was issued for his arrest due to a second violation of probation, when he submitted a urine sample which tested positive for marijuana and alcohol.
Yeah, so it is still an ongoing...
Well, we're not going to comment on that one, huh, Pat? Huh, Pat? You want to talk about that second urinalysis you failed? No?
Going issue, a huge battle.
Yeah, then file a suit against the precinct. Yeah, exactly.
Engaged in here. Needs professional help, for sure.
No, I went to rehab for
it's ruining
3 months before
like, his
I got
life has been
out.
circling the drain, it seems, and it's fucking rough to see. But anyway, I saw this body cam today, and just wanted to talk about it a bit. That's really it. So, yeah.
No, I appreciate him making the video and putting it all together, because it was way easier for me to watch, because I'm pretty sure the body cam footage is, every time you get arrested, it's like hours long, literally. But dude, yeah, guys,
body cam footage is like 30 minutes. You fucking two brain cells, Andy over here. Jesus. Crazy that he relapsed. I got sober and found out I was robbed. Guys, I am not broke. Post a video about being broke 10 days ago.
What's up, dudes? It's Pat, and welcome back to another video. And today, guys, this is a video I really wasn't expecting to make. The first two, I knew that was happening. When I got out of rehab and I was trying to get sober and work on myself, I wanted to make a video to help people. And honestly, the comments have been awesome. Like, so many people
I don't
have
believe
messaged
there's
me
a genuine bone in this man's body, okay? He's like an empty, like, villain, okay? It's like you pass a certain level of fame and you just become like this husk that just produces content. Like a machine, okay? Like, I don't know what the fuck happens, but like, it's like they injected his brain with ChatGPT.
Saying it helped them or it helped their family members, and really, if I could save someone's life, that would mean the absolute world to me. But this one, something I really wasn't expecting, and I did know during my addiction, my brain pretty much shut off. Like, I was so like unaware of anything, and I think some people sometimes don't realize like how bad it can get, and I hit absolutely rock bottom, like so far you could imagine. Like, I couldn't remember anything, like, and it was a lot scarier than like I would have ever expected it to be. Like, I would wake up some days, I wouldn't remember like family members' names, wouldn't remember my girlfriend's name, my own name, people's birthdays. Like, it was like I was getting amnesia, and it wasn't like blacking out from drinking or
Man, I'm just getting that from like living as a person.
something. It was literally like I just couldn't remember things. I couldn't access parts of my memory, and I assume that's definitely mixing, you know, drugs and alcohol, which is just scary. And guys, like, I'm so glad people are joining me for this journey because I don't want anyone to go through some of the stuff that I went through. And if you are, like, just know, like, if I was able to crawl out of that hole, and literally I could not have been further down in it.
Well,
that means
it looks like somebody crawled back in the hole. Ugh.
You can't do, and so can like any family members or friends. It's always possible because I was waking up not remembering things, and people expect you to be able to like make the right decisions. I couldn't even remember people's names or know what was going on at all. It was impossible. So you do have to be supportive to people going through something like this. So yeah,
I do, but you're also a stranger on the internet posting a bunch of YouTube videos, and then also you just kind of seem like you're rude. So, I mean, if it's any consolation, Mr. PopularMMO's, I would not expect you to give the same to me. So,
guys, thank you. I love you guys all, seriously. So thank you for joining me for this journey. And
I think YouTubers have like a clinical addiction to social media. Is that like? Are we ready for that conversation that we have like an attention disorder? Not like attention deficit disorder, okay? Like an attention disorder. Like we seek attention. I'm sure there's a therapist that already would be able to quantify what that is. It all started when you were born.
Let's jump into this. All right, guys, here we go. So I literally got a text on my phone. This isn't actually how it started. Well, this is kind of how it started. I got a text on my phone. It said that my account was overdrawn. I never wasted money.
Is he doing a video being like, guys, I actually am not poor. Meanwhile, I've been overdrawn over thousands of dollars.
Even when I was drunk. Like, not a lot. I would waste a little bit of money. Everybody does. But I never got to a point where I would be wasting money and just run out of money in an account. Never would have happened. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, what? I have to look this up. And like, then
okay, guys, when somebody starts talking about how actually the real, like, this guy's beginning to sound like he's having like a monetary issue, okay?
Trying to figure out how to get out of my accounts. Can't get into any bank accounts. I have to go, like, I couldn't get into any accounts. Everything has.
Bro, he got debanked for being a Minecraft YouTuber. Dude, George Soros strikes again.
Went haywire in the last 5 years. And with a lot of work, eventually...
Tell Diesel he's pretty so he doesn't get too deep in that train of thought. Wouldn't that make me go deeper into that train of thought?
I got onto it, but there's a step before that. I did get something in the mail right when I got out of rehab. I ignored it. I was like, okay, what's this? Someone got arrested, and we're going to go into this right now. And it said that I signed something for their car. So I was like the co-person for it. And I was like, probably did it drunk, and I ignored it. Probably shouldn't have ignored it because this was weeks before I found out about my account getting overdrawn. So as you can see on this piece of paper right here, and guys, stick around for all of this. This is crazy. I have tons of evidence.
An alcoholic saying, I didn't waste money even when drunk is the same as a morbidly obese person saying, I don't eat that much.
It's of someone stealing so much money, like, and doing a lot of terrible things. So stick around for all of it. It gets pretty insane.
This guy's like teasing the fraud that happened in his life as if it was content.
Figured out everything. Now that I'm sober.
Do you want to be complimented or have an existential crisis? I think I prefer complimented. I prefer ego over existentialism, you know?
I'm able
Diesel,
to think,
you're
and
pretty.
I'm
Thank you, Q.
Functioning really well, so it's kind of interesting to see. So yeah, someone got arrested. If you read this right here, so it says what happened to them was driving under the influence, prostitution, or sex-related offense. So they probably got a DUI. Honestly, they just didn't write exactly what it was. So their vehicle got impounded, and apparently it's mine. Like, I won a car somehow, but it sounds like I paid for this car. So this is why you have to check your accounts. Like, even if someone doesn't have a problem with like alcohol and drugs, literally, this is a reminder to everyone: check your
Diesel, you're a pretty princess.
Because people could be stealing just a little bit of money. It doesn't.
Guys, you gotta understand, he's doing these videos as social proof for when he applies for a new credit card. All right,
add up over time. This added up to a lot, and it's horrible. So apparently, I have a 2018 Mazda. I know nothing about cars. I actually didn't even.
I 100% don't necessarily believe that. I think you know what a car that looks expensive is like, because I feel like you're the kind of guy who's like a tacky white person rich, right? Where you like get an expensive car because you're like, I'm rich and I want to show other women that I'm rich. You're 100% like that, okay? So a 2018 Mazda, that's like fuckboy rich car, all right? I mean, a Mazda's kind of cringe, but like, come on.
Well, to see what one looks like. But at the end of this, guys, I may actually get this car. So, and the person's name is here. I am aware of who it is. I'm obviously.
Bro bought a car for an escort and doesn't remember or is pretending he doesn't. Yeah, that's yeah, I could see it being a you know, an escort that he got a car for. That definitely seems more along the lines of something he'd do.
You're not gonna put their name in the video because the police are handling this, and oh my god, talking to the police, that scared me. But I've never looked at a Mazda, and I opened up a tab, so let's check out, see what car again. 2018 Mazda. All right, so let's look at the images here.
Oh my god.
Apparently, I may get this car, which is hilarious in itself. I'm trying.
Bro, that prostitute was driving her fucking kids to the fucking soccer game in that, dude. What the fuck?
Trying to make light of the situation that a lot of money was stolen from me and I might not get it all back. But yeah, apparently this car I may have paid for without even knowing, which is crazy. So also, I got this too. So this I also ignored because it went with that. So as you can see, my name here, towing, they have really great penmanship, great job. And apparently I was supposed to pick this up. I mean, it wasn't actually where I live either. It was like down further south in Florida. And trust me, when I got a rehab, I was just trying to restart my life. I wasn't worried about some random person that I knew years ago, like getting arrested and their car being impounded. Didn't really care. So ignore this. So
someone tried to fraudulently book an Airbnb with my debit card for $2K last week, and I got a fraud alert. No one's gonna randomly buy a whole car without me knowing. Yeah.
Then I received that text. My account's overdrawn. I'm like, why is it overdrawn? I finally figure out how to get on. And you can see I have 3 different accounts, and I blacked out everything so that you can't, like, re-steal my identity. Like,
motherfucker showing us how much bread he got in the bank, bro. Okay, no cap. If this is this guy's only account, he's kind of fucking broke. He should have like millions in his account, not like $100,000. All right. He should not have 150K in his account. He should be having like way more, all right? Yeah, motherfucker, if you happen to come across this Popular MMOs, you still seem a little broke in the wallet for my liking, personally.
Be ridiculous if I set myself up for it again. But as you can see here, guys, this account right in the middle is negative $2,000, and it just doesn't make sense. Cause, like, and this was also an account from, like, Connecticut before I moved, like 10 years ago. I didn't really use it much. I wrote some checks with it, but that's about it. So it's in the negatives. I'm like, why is it in the negatives? All right, let's dig deeper into this. Okay, so here's where it had money, had $112. Discover e-payment, goes into the negatives. They try again, discover e-payment, further into the negatives. Thank you for that. And yeah, that was bad. So those are the first like couple ones I see, and I'm like, Discover e-payment. I'm like, that's a Discover card. I don't have a Discover card. So I'm like, okay, someone has access to my account, and I'm like thinking, like, who could it be? I'm thinking like exes or something. I'm like, possibly. That isn't what happened though. Not at all. So the first thing I did is I called the bank, and I was like, whose account is this? And because I can't look into it, the details online don't show it, which banks really should show the details. I'm like, can you give me the name? And they're like, do you know a? And I was like, oh my god! Out of anyone that could have done this, it was someone I knew a long time ago, and I didn't know them well, so it was crazy that they somehow robbed me when I was drunk. I guess like didn't know this for years. That's insane. They stole so much money doing that. Like absolutely horrible, guys. So definitely look into this stuff.
Why is this motherfucker telling us about how he was defrauded? Okay. While he was like going through his bullshit. All right. I'm telling, like, it seems like he's like fishing for bread, right? Like this feels like a fishing for bread type thing.
If you do it quick, you can actually get all your money back like pretty like quickly. That's going to be a longer process for me. So I keep looking at this and I'm like, all right, what else is there? So there's a million Discover charges. I'm like, they're doing it every day. Look, 19th, 19th, 18th, 14th, 13th, 12th. Like, Jesus, you really pushed your luck on this. Good luck. Good thing I'm so drunk, I guess. So it's like $600, $150, and then
you didn't notice for years.
That loan payment right there. So there's loans.
He was drunk.
I don't have loans. Like, so that also makes no sense. So it's getting to where I'm really confused. I'm like, okay, what's that? Let's keep going with this. Definitely don't have loan payments. And then here,
motherfucker was paying off their student loans with this externa fina loan payment. Is that like a what is that loan company right there? Externa fina or whatever.
Many there are. Like, it's crazy. 12th, 13th, 16th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 23rd, 24th, 24th, 27th, 27th. I literally had a sugar baby, but I didn't even get any of the sugar at all. Like, how's that even fair?
Why'd you mention that? Why'd you mention that?
Also, Progressive car insurance. I don't have Progressive. I don't have that one either. So I'm like, this is terrible. And then I'm like, what's this? Credit one. I'm like,
Yeah, this is kind of embarrassing, not gonna lie. From his perspective, this is kind of embarrassing to share. It does not send the look you want to send, I think.
I know I had like a Chase card. I'm like, that's not credit one. It's another credit card. They opened 2 credit cards. So eventually I figured out how they did this, right? So they got a hold of one of my checks, right? And apparently, and I didn't know this. This is why this video is important to me, because I know I'm not the only one. I might be one of 1%. One out of 1,000. If this helps 1 out of 1,000 people, that would be awesome. Just from having a check and writing out a check to someone. Like if you wrote out a check to someone, they can literally steal all your money. They can't. All they need is the account number and the routing number. The lady at the bank confirmed it. That is actually possible just from those numbers. So even leaving it around your house, which clearly happened as you'll see further into this, like seriously, stick around. It's crazy. They're gonna get so many charges.
Can you just steal someone's identity with a check? Like making check payments is like, it's not that easy, you know, just like rob an identity. Like you need somebody's SSN to like open a credit line, right? Because I had to give them my digits for that when I got my credit card. Or like all the data that I had to give the loan company when I got my student loans.
And the time in jail for this is actually pretty significant, which we're going to see. So yeah, lots of different charges here. And they were able to open these accounts, like these cards, and link the cards to my account just from the account number and the routing number. Like I didn't have to confirm anything. I didn't have to sign anything. But they learned how to sign.
Like you can't just blank check it these days. Yeah, you can't do that. Who writes checks in the modern day age, though? There's very few reasons that I need to write a check. I mean, I have to write more checks than the average person because of the business, but it's like still pretty rare.
Apparently. And then we go even further. This is when it gets crazy.
You can, but usually people notice if someone's stealing from their checking account.
Wow. Like when I said I had a sugar baby, like apparently, like, wow, because look at this one down here on 5-2. So I obviously blanked this out. It had an address. So apparently what was happening was I was paying for rent. So that was $1,942, which
Man, whoever this person is, not to bike cuck meme it, but like damn, whoever was paying, like you were paying for some broke ass motherfucker to live.
Cheap rent either. Like someone was living good. And like they had to know eventually something was gonna happen, like, which it will. But yeah, $1,942 is kind of crazy to me.
Yeah, he was definitely handing out the data. He just doesn't remember.
And here goes even more. So I'm looking at this, and I see Verizon. I'm paying a phone bill, $600. Like what do you have? 15 phones? Like, oh my god. And then
this guy has never had to deal with buying a phone on a payment plan because he ain't got the bread to pay for it outright, and it shows.
And I'm looking at multi-funding. I got rid of some things just for privacy, just so people aren't going through everything. This is the internet, of course. And I'm looking it up. I look up the place.
Man, I would not be surprised if this is more than enough information for like an educated gremlin to find out everything about your banking information.
Multi-funding. I'm like, this is also rent.
Bro, dude, this is like when Boogie was doing the sugar baby stuff and then tried to deny it.
Which some of them overlap the dates. And I'm like, you really like paid for 2 places at the same time for a while there? Like really? Like, could you push your luck anymore and be more of a criminal? You got arrested, and that's how I found out some of this information. Now you're gonna get arrested again because I talked to the police guys. So when I found all this out, I was dreading it. Called my lawyer. I'm like, okay, not only am I having these problems and just got out and like figuring out probation, like, but also just so you know, like I got robbed for like a lot of money, and she's like, you're gonna have to talk to the bank, and I talked to the bank, and they helped me with some things, but I have to call the police. I call the police. I'm like, hey, like,
dude,
I got robbed.
This is really given like he sugar babied someone. Like this, he keeps mentioning it too, right? You know when somebody's like, okay, it's like when I'm. It's like when I mentioned Fat Girl Fall for the 3rd time. And somebody's like, okay, Diesel, you're not joking anymore. Okay, we get it. It's like he's not really joking anymore, is he? You know?
Fraud, you know, lots of charges, like about how much money. I'm like, $200,000. They're like, we're gonna have to send police to your house. And I'm like, oh my god, no. Like, I don't like talking to them. I have PTSD. I've been arrested a lot of times. And
guys, I have PTSD because I was a public nuisance.
Just them coming over gives me so much anxiety. It's insane. Like, I can't control it. I start like shaking. Like, I feel sick. Like, I feel like I'm gonna pass out. That's a big problem. So luckily, one guy came over. The second one came eventually, but never came. And I explained the situation. They're like, you need to take all your bank statements and mark every single transaction that wasn't yours. There is like 1,000. And when I say 1,000, that's not an exaggeration. There really is like 1,000. So I'm going to be working on that. Yay.
Have you tried going to the fat girl store? What am I going to do? Stand in a torrid? I can't even begin to tell you how much of a not good decision that would be, Pi.
Money back. According to my lawyer, they're going to get arrested, which is good. And then they may be forced to pay restitution, which means they'd have to slowly pay me back.
Okay, I'm
over
done
time.
with the bit. You know what? I appreciate your bit, not Family Guy Batman account, who I associate you with the Family Guy Batman account now.
Take their whole life probably, and if they don't pay it, they just go straight back to jail. So I'm okay with that, I guess. Like I'm more okay with actually like helping other people not make the same mistake, because this is ridiculous.
If they're in the same area and got his routing number and account number, it'd be pretty easy. Yeah, you can figure out who it is. Stand in the torrid with Auntie Anne's. That is so fucked up, dude.
$1,400, like that's a very expensive rent.
Standing in the plus size women's section with a fucking bag of chips is fucking insane.
That I was paying for. Here's what we're gonna do. Another thing, their checks. Like so. Obviously, like I cut off the bottom so I don't like do this to myself again.
Diesel thought of torrent suspiciously quickly. What do you mean? Chatters brought it up before me. I didn't think of it.
I'll steal my identity or whatever this would be considered fraud, I guess. So as you can see, this part's really interesting because I looked at some of these, and I'm like, huh. So it's clearly my check. I blurred out their name, address, and stuff like that, but my signature, I'm looking at it, I'm like, that's not my signature at all right there. So this is $650. They paid it to themselves for insurance. But there's 4 of these, and they're all like right around the same time. This one's $700. Different signature.
I will say it is very funny to like rob a guy of his identity and then just pay for rent and insurance and a phone line. You know, it's not even like I'm gonna rob this guy and then buy a bunch of fucking video games. It's like I'm gonna rob this guy and pay for my living.
Look at it. Look, a little like squiggle circle thing there. This one goes way further, and just the last name became way less letters. It is possible people's kind of differ each time, but then look at this one. That one's like 2 letters, like 2 zeros. So really far off, and it's $1,000. Is it getting higher? Wait, hold on. 650.
What if he's lying and this is his wife?
650, 700, 1,000. There's one more. 2,000. They up their game every time. Oh man! All right, so $2,000. This one actually,
that's very clearly a woman's writing. Yeah.
But I was like, is that my signature? Because it looks closer. But then I looked at it, I'm like, they literally forgot how to spell my last name when they got to the I and had to stop and go there. So clearly not my signature. I don't stop in the middle of it. Thank you very much. So then I was like, what's my actual signature look like? Made a slight video here. It's really not the best. I was holding my phone at the same time, but like this is a more accurate representation of pretty much what my signature looks like, although it varies from time to time, but there's no weird squiggles at the end of it. Like, I don't do that. So they're caught in that. So they don't just get like normal fraud for hundreds of thousands of dollars. They get check fraud too. So that's a pretty big deal. And it actually is thousands of dollars in check fraud right here. Like that's quite a bit. And the regular fraud, we're gonna look at the math in a second. They get the highest like felony. It's a first degree felony for stealing this much money from someone. Can't believe it went unnoticed. So take a look at this. And this is just like estimates. It's probably more, honestly. And I actually do have to go through this. There's roughly 400 credit card charges. There's probably more than that because
I was able to scoop a drunk guy into signing up for a Best Buy credit card to up my metrics. This guy totally gave his info to someone.
Damn. That's kind of based, Artemis, not gonna lie. Pat's trying to convince the bank of his fugue state.
400 were
yeah, he literally forgot how to spell his name on the last video. Who's to say he didn't sign a check while intoxicated?
I saw online when I went to the bank, they showed me 2 years previously of more charges and stuff. So this is a low end guess. So about $300 each. It could be higher than that too. That's about $120,000 in credit card charges over the course of 4 years, which is insane because that's $30,000 a year just in credit card charges, not even the rent or anything. So they're spending money like crazy. Car insurance, this is also like, I think it was more like $1,000, but $15,000, it could be as much as $30,000.
Patrick Julian L., I would like you to tell me the cost of a gallon of milk. Please, Mr. Patrick Julian L., how much do you think a gallon of milk cost? If you're like, man, they were spending a lot of money and then their cost of living is like 30 grand a year, I'm like, brother, that's like under the poverty line.
Tier, which I mean, these two together could be more like $200,000, but I didn't want to like overdo it and act crazy. Rent, yeah, about $2,000. As you saw, some of them were more than that. Times about 30 times I saw them in there. That's another $60K. Crazy Verizon bill.
He seems like the type of person to keep his social security card in his wallet.
10,000. Why do they need loans? They already got my card and information and everything, apparently. So $10,000. Other expenses, just because I missed things. I didn't put the checks in here. I put about another $35,000, which puts it at $250,000. That means this person, they spent over $62,500 a year. See, my brain couldn't have done that before. Now that I'm sober, I can think again. So that is insane. And the reason I'm making this, guys, is I want to help you. Like, I don't want people to have to go through this kind of stuff. Like, because of my, like, addiction, I let other bad things happen to me. Not only would I be, like, throwing up blood, like, and, like, my organs were having problems. I'd end up in the hospital. Like, I was also getting robbed at the same time. So, like, not only, like, mentally was I destroyed, I was physically destroyed. And apparently getting there financially destroyed, which is insane. Because once you go down that hole, guys, every part of your life crashes down. And I honestly don't want to see that happen to anybody. And yeah, guys, I'm going to continue posting about this.
Yes, financially destroyed, but yet you have money. I'm beginning to think suspicious of your financial status, Mr. Patrick.
Some kind of stuff in my life going on and my journey, like, during recovery. I hope it helps other people. I hope you guys will stick around. Love you guys. I'll see you next time. Almost forgot the most important thing. We got to look this up. What...
Wait a second, hold on. Let's read his
Almost
search.
forgot the most important thing. We gotta look this up.
Marsh Point multiphone, Gwynn's Mim Salon. Him at the salon. Oh, wait a second. Do you think some of these are some of the purchases that he had like blurred out? Do you think that like salon right there is like is that a women's salon? Hold on. Wait a second. Oh my god, it's my screen. There we go. Let me look that up. Yeah, it's like a high-end it's a high-end like salon in Jacksonville, Florida. Hold on. Using their extensive training and experience, Gwyn Mim Salon has been making Jacksonville residents look and feel gorgeous since 2014. Gwyn and her team create an intimate setting in their Riverside-based salon where clients relax, find inspiration, and discover great hair. What if he got his hair did at a salon? It's possible that he got it did at a salon. Let's see how much it costs. Long hair, including style and blowout, 110. Dude, these prices ain't nothing compared to what I've seen in New York City. My my former partner, they used to be like a stylist in Manhattan, and these prices ain't nothing. These are still pretty high. Short, clipper cut, 40. That's not that bad. Long hair, including scalp. I'm beginning to think maybe he was sugaring. Yeah, I'm beginning to think maybe he was sugaring. he is thriving suspicion. He is thriving suspicion. Okay. Also, very cring Instagram live follower count. TikTok live follower count. Yeah, I mean, it could be for him. That's possible, you know? But yeah, that man is not getting a blowout. What's a Marsh Point multi-funding? Let me look that up. Listen, man, he didn't censor it in the video, all right? Marsh Point multi-funding. Wait a second, what the fuck? What is this? This is like a fucking business loan advisors. What's your growth dilemma? Your dream is in good hands. Our brands. What could your business do with $1 million? Dude, he was trying to Y Combinator, dude. He's trying to Y Combinator it up.
What is the jail?
Hold on. Wait a second. Wait a second. Hold on. I'm just going through this guy's Google search, dude.
Next time. Almost forgot them.
I like changed my Firefox so that way it wouldn't instantly pull up everything that I search when I'm like on stream.
Most important thing. We gotta look
Hold on.
this up. What?
What the fuck is he looking up? What's a desktop? What's hoe cakes? Was he talking about like the fucking MF Doom song? Like, what's in an Italian sub? What framework? What frame rate does Mr. Beast use? What are kiwi gems? Okay, actually, I'm very curious. What's a kiwi gem? What's a kiwi gem? It doesn't pull up anything when I search it. It's like crystal shit. Like kiwi jasper. What is house cheese? What the fuck is house cheese? What is house cheese? Oh, farmstead cheese, more commonly known in in Europe as farmhouse cheese. Why is he just looking up cheese? What is the rarest and best type of salmon? Guys, I have a lot of money. I'm actually really rich. Meanwhile, the rich person, what is the most expensive fish I can buy in order to spend the most money possible? What is ChatGPT's IQ? Did this motherfucker look up what is ChatGPT's IQ? Are you fucking stupid?
Jail time for 250.
I guarantee you this guy's gonna look at the AI answer and then he's gonna be like, that's correct. Why does he look like J.O. Crystal Man? I have no idea what that is, Looter.
$1,000 in fraud. This is why I like AI now. It answers all these questions.
I think we should. I can't say that on stream. I'm gonna violate the terms of service on YouTube if I finish that exact sentence that was about to come out of my mouth. Just so everybody knows. But if anybody knows my opinions on AI, you should know exactly what I was about to say at the end of that sentence.
For me. All right, generating.
Please look up J.O. Crystal Craigslist ad. Okay. Who's the J.O. Crystal guy? Hold on, let me look it up. I hate AI. Fucking, of course this guy likes AI. J.O. Crystal. J.O. Crystal or Jack Off Crystal refers to a viral photoshopped Craigslist post seeking out a man to masturbate with while wearing crystals in order to recharge the poster's J.O. Crystal, which he claims give him confidence at work, home, and social situations when properly charged. It's true. It's true. I always perform better after wearing my J.O. Crystal. What the fuck? The J.O. Crystal is some fucking Final Fantasy ass shit. Okay, I've heard of this. Him saying he likes AI, I know.
And let's see.
I think this guy should be exploded in Minecraft. Someone should grief his Minecraft. Grief his Minecraft based in the survival server.
From a few years to several decades. Okay, that's crazy.
Dude, it's actually amazing how not just AI and alcoholism fried this man's brain. We should beat ChatGPT with hammers. We should. I think it's very evil and wrong that Sam Altman has a concrete reinforced basement that he plans to hide in when the entire like infrastructure of capitalist society goes up. I think it's fucked up and wrong that Peter Thiel has a fortress in New Zealand where rich people are paying to go once society collapses, when they're the reason that society collapsed in the first place. Interesting how they're going to try and avoid the consequences of their actions because they realize that the system that they've created is completely unsustainable. This is true. Tons of these rich people actually have underground bunkers because they're worried about the masses. This is not imaginary. This is a thing that happens now. This isn't some like weird communist conspiracy theory. It's real. It's real and it happens.
Several decades. So for a lot,
I bet this guy bought into Ty Lopez's bullshit and owns a Gary V NFT. Probably.
More than $250,000, but less than 550. Federal sentencing guidelines add 12 offense levels to the base sentence.
Is AI, you fucking smooth-brained alcoholic? This guy's doing nothing but making me hate him. This guy's not helping. He's not helping the vibes, guys. He's not helping the vibe check. I'm just gonna say it. I don't think he's gonna pass the vibe check. This is why the government shut down. I don't like him.
This looks really bad. And right
This
here,
looks really bad. Reading AI answer. Fucking fuck you. Fuck you.
of up to 20 years in federal prison. So this is pretty bad. I hope the police take care of it. This is the first.
I hope the police arrest this guy for robbing me. I hope they get him.
First time in so long, like, I'm on the right side of the law. Feels pretty awesome. But yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like the techno-feudalism that we've introduced via the internet has been like a completely detrimental thing for society, dude. It's crazy.
Later.
I don't like you, popular MMOs. I don't like you. You give me bad vibes. I relapsed, he says one day ago. And I told my YouTube audience that I relapsed. I drank alcohol after reading mean comments. By the way, I think him reading mean comments is like pushing him. Him receiving any kind of negative feedback to this is 100% reinforcing his alcoholism. Like 100%. I am fully aware that the things that I'm saying, if he saw them, would probably make him drink. And I will tell you this, Patrick. I don't like you, but you shouldn't drink. It'll be bad for you. I can admit that it would be bad for your long-term health if you drank alcohol, regardless of whether or not I said these bad things. I think you should actually find Christ. That's right. The atheist is saying that you would be better off with Jesus in your life. Yeah, you shouldn't be reading the comments. Yeah, dude. Him reading the comments is 100% why that happened. He won't get a real job, let's be real. Yeah. You know what? I think a real job helps a person quite a bit. You know, I think putting some elbow grease, take a sip, it won't hurt. I'm caught like a rock in a hard place between I wish to see him improve, but like genuinely, he should become a more humble, more at peace individual, okay? He will never reach that. I think YouTube is the antithesis of reaching inner peace, okay? Ain't no Buddhist monk ever reached nirvana by posting YouTube shorts, you know what I mean? Last time an atheist said that was when somebody was suicidal. Some people need structure in their lives. That's my take. Well, I'm not gonna watch him talk about the fucking dog arrest either. I don't care all that much. It was just a nice little fun little thing to hear about happening and then just to cover it. You know what? Whatever. Here's a police dog attacked me.
What's up, dudes? It's Pat, and welcome back to another video. And today, guys, we are back.
I was gonna stop, but now I'm kind of interested.
So the support has been awesome.
Guys, we've got to talk about something kind of crazy. I was attacked by a police dog.
these had alcohol in them, the cups, and I drink tons of water, as you can see. Like, I was trying to rehydrate myself while slowly coming down off alcohol. I don't show any drinking, of course.
This guy was in rehab for 3 months and then immediately picked up the bottle again. So, like, when you leave rehab, I feel like those 3 months are really, like, important for not drinking at all. Right, I'm not familiar with what happens when you're in rehab, but what do they give alcoholics? Because they don't give them like a 40 to wean themselves off on, you know?
Video. Weirdest flashlight I ever got at Uber. It's flat. I don't know what other stuff is, but yeah, I'm just sitting here and I can't really leave this spot. I believe that's my puke towel there on the ground, which is disgusting because I wasn't capable of even getting up to puke.
And I know that this guy uses a pixel because he has the prefix that says pixel on his fucking pictures and video. This guy's giving away a lot of data and information.
I couldn't get up. I wasn't strong enough anyways. Like, I'd have to just puke on the ground onto a towel and go, or do nothing. That was...
So I would imagine that after you leave, like, your rehab after you leave rehab after your 3-month stay, they don't, like, tell you to drink a little bit, right? Like, him leaving rehab and then drinking is, like, the exact wrong way to do it. Am I correct in that? Or is there, like, some hack that I don't know about? Like, should he be in, like, a communal AA? Or, like, what's like, the operation once you leave rehab?
Horrendous. Let me see this one.
And I really should probably remove that puke towel because it's touching my shoe and that's disgusting. Oh, there's my emotional support kitty.
Damn, what the fuck wrong? Why that cat all shaved? No, they would never tell an alcoholic to drink a little. Okay, yeah, exactly what I thought. Yeah, so him leaving rehab and then trying to wean himself off alcohol seems like it's like the exact wrong thing to do. It's on this guy to want to change, really. It sounds like he wants to change, but also like the addiction is that strong that he's clearly struggling, right? Because trying to rationalize and say like, oh well, I can wean myself off is like it's like an addict trying to like justify their use of the behavior.
So can you clean it up for me, please?
They actually give you a can of beer the day you leave rehab. The voices in my head told me.
No. Please. Oh, you're so cute.
Yeah, I mean, I know addiction is not that easy. It's like he himself had said that he left rehab and then weaned himself off liquor by drinking smaller and smaller amounts.
I mean, Cloud really did stick with me through everything. Like, and chips were like palatable. That's why I had chips there. Like, it's not like I didn't have a lot of choices on food. Everything tastes terrible during it too. It's so weird. Like everything. And if you eat something during it, when you feel better, you never want to eat that food again because you like associate it with feeling like you're gonna die. Because it's like mental.
Dude, he's like trying to optimize rehab to make it so that way he could get as fit as possible when he's done.
And physical and everything at the same time. That's like why I thought it was important to show this kind of thing. Because like, it's not just someone has the flu. It's nothing like that. You might be sick stomach wise like that, but like everything is going on. Trust me. Like you have the worst anxiety of your life. Like,
will you give up the goblin addiction, Diesel? Not in Gobtober, that's for sure. Have you guys seen Toxic? She's like literally pumping out a goblin a day.
You are depressed like you've never been depressed ever. Like it's so weird. All hitting you at the same time. Brain isn't functioning right. It's not like a good combination.
Yeah, recovery looks different for everyone, but that doesn't sound smart. Yeah, because he's saying I left 3 months of rehab where assumedly he was completely stone cold or like on medication to help his sobriety. And then he leaves and then drinks a little. Like, that's crazy. That just doesn't sound right. Like, I understand it's different for everyone, but that specifically sounds like a recipe for disaster. especially keeping any kind of liquor around you if you're like a recovering alcoholic. Like, I feel like you would just be tempted because you would know where it is all day, you know? Like, you'd constantly be thinking like, oh, there's liquor in my cabinet. There's liquor in my cabinet. This is actually crazy. Holy shit. It's just relapsing and stop weaning. Me weaning on the J.O. crystal. Oh, man.
Try to eat some actual food. This is leftover from yesterday.
The shaking's pretty bad.
Motherfucker got the most well-done steak in the room.
Ugh. Not sure how much I could eat.
What the
fancy microwave?
What the fuck is that? I was about to be like, what are you doing putting that in the oven? I'm sorry. Dude, I thought that was a fucking dishwasher and an oven and
Yeah, not the most exciting video in the world, although the food does look pretty good, honestly.
Are you... Dude, white people, am I right? God damn, no we don't.
But yeah, I'm shaking like crazy. Like, that can get so bad, too, and it's gotten horrible for me. It lasted when I went to rehab this time and actually got sober. Like, I've been sober so long now. It lasted a month and a half I was shaking for. When I got to rehab after jail...
I've never seen a microwave oven that has an auto open and like he has an automatic door on his microwave, bro. Like
it was 3 weeks sober and couldn't get my own food.
I'm so confused. Does this mean I'm poor? Where did he just put his food? That's where I was like, I was having like a mental episode there for a second because I've never seen a fancy microwave like that.
To get food for me because I was shaking too much to even pick up food. It was horrendous. Because this shaking right here is with alcohol like in my system. Like that. Imagine how bad it is without it, which you'll see as we get further.
As a certified Italian, I must have enough Parmesan cheese on my Asian food.
That is fucking foul. That is fucking foul. Oh, mamma mia. Mamma mia. Dude, where's Fauci when you need him, dude? I need the Fauci take on that. Holy shit.
That should be perfect. If I had twice as much.
I can't tell, like, the withdrawals made me sound slightly more racist during that. I'm definitely very Italian, and I put Parmesan on it.
It made me sound more racist. You sure it was just that?
Everything, so I'm glad that was still in me, so I was still kicking in there. You knew there was
Fauci's Italian.
Doused it in Parmesan cheese. That's how I feel, at least. And, I put this in the first video at the end. Like, this is how bad I was shaking without drinking, pretty much. It gets to the point where, like, you actually can't pick up a drink to stop it with the two-hand drink. I've thrown one all over my face before, when I was trying to get better. Like, and the thing is, guys, it's so hard to get better because...
Did you know that they have fridges that open by themselves when you move your hand near the handle? You're already doing so much work at that rate, you might as well just open the fridge yourself, okay? Like, that's insane.
If you drank, like, if I drank a good amount of alcohol... I feel 100% good. Great. Get up, dancing, whatever, go out. But, like, to get better, I have to go through this. So it's so easy for someone to, like, relapse trying to go through this. Like, that's the problem with it. And that's why you need medical supervision in the first place, which I think that's what we're going to go into here. I'm not going to click on this one because I don't want to get demonetized, but I literally puked on my electrical outlet, which is kind of scary to think about. I couldn't even move and miss it. And it looks like I just threw napkins on it. That's not good. And yeah, here's a breathalyzer. So I do breathalyze myself. So let's check that out. I think I can
you breathalyze yourself? What are you talking about?
Recording anything right now.
Yeah, I didn't want to record.
I really couldn't record too much. I don't know.
Dude, drunk yet going through withdrawals and still doing the content grind.
I
I
am
just felt
not
too
doing
sick
good.
most of the time.
But you can see it's there, right there. I'm 100% sober. Wouldn't trust me to drive right there, though. That's for sure. I think this is when I start to look a little bit better. Because you do get better. It's just a slow process. So let's check it out.
Oh, and in case you're wondering, I don't know why I'm saying you, or in case you guys are wondering, or if I only end up sending this to my mom, I'm not really going to be showing you drinking in the videos because I don't want to get demonetized because I'm still drinking a significant amount of alcohol. Yesterday I drank probably a bottle and a half just to feel not like I was going to die.
Oh, you're not sober. What is this guy doing? This is not okay. You need a therapist. This guy needs to go to a therapist and work out a plan with a professional, because doing this at home cutting smaller and smaller lines thing is not working. What the fuck?
And today I'm gonna try to drink slightly less than that. I think my skin actually looks a little bit better.
Oh my god.
Already. I fixed my beard. I finally got up and brushed my teeth.
Guys, I'm trying to weed myself off liquor. I drank a bottle and a half of it. Okay.
But mostly right now, all I want to do is lay here and rest.
So, just to keep in mind, a bottle and a half is about 25 shots of alcohol, which kills
Oh my
some
god.
people. That was
Oh my god. Guys, I'm sober. I'm sober. A bottle and a half in.
me trying to come off the alcohol. I'm starting to look quite a bit better over the days. That's why it's such a terrible process. I think here's where I was getting sick again.
Okay, I wasn't expecting to puke.
But no music. That
Because
means
I hadn't in a couple days.
Notice how there is no pictures on this man's walls.
doing better
I guess
anxiety
my
wise.
body's kind of in shock. Hey, emotional support kitty.
Yeah, I like how the cat doesn't have a name. It's just emotional support cat.
So, we got a beautiful pink bucket.
Such a gross setup.
The thing is, if you push yourself really hard, you're gonna be a lot sicker, which you're not supposed to push yourself too hard.
Old man noises.
Kind of dangerous. I'm gonna relax. I just took 2.5 more shots, and I'm just gonna lay down.
I am begging YouTubers to put some fucking pictures or paintings on their walls. Make a space look lived in. This is your home. For the love of Christ.
Dude.
I don't know what else.
That's her name. Yeah, her
really
name
hope
is Emotional
someday I can
Support
actually
Kitty.
look at these and laugh. Like, oh my god, that was 10 years ago. Remember when I had that problem and I got
I just realized this guy hasn't said, hey, don't do things the way I did even once. Yeah, because he still hasn't come to terms with his alcoholism. He's not only going to relapse again and again, but he's going to record it all now. And we're going to see this guy fall to pieces multiple times before we reach the end of this. And it'll completely destroy his career in the process.
over it. Like, I really hope I can laugh about it. Because even now, it's, like, painful to watch. Like, there's nothing funny about it at all. Like, I literally was a guy just, like, suffering by myself with a chance of dying right there. Like, it... Because, I mean, like, it's not like I didn't get seizures and stuff. Obviously, none of that has ever been recorded. But, like, bad things did happen. And, like... It's just crazy to see this because I'm nowhere near in the same place.
If you live in a space, right, and that space is your home, if you had guests over, would you not want art in your home in order to like not only make your space feel more like a home, but encourage conversation amongst the people you bring into it? Is that abnormal? You know, like, why not? There's something beautiful that art can convey messages about you, dude.
Okay, I remember what I wanted to say. This is the exact reason that when people are addicted to things, it's hard to, get off them, because you know how much easier it would be for me to just drink a bunch of alcohol and feel great? With instead of feeling horrible, but I know that I have to, you know.
But Diesel, he does have paintings on his wall. Look, there are paintings of the wall on the wall.
Okay, well, that's not the same thing. There's something weird about that.
Do better than that, so I'd rather feel horrible.
Bro, his home looks like a liminal space. All right, there's a lot of negative energy. That feng shui guy on TikTok would have a problem with this.
You know, I really did try to tough it out until the arrest came, which you guys are gonna see pretty soon. See, this is where things actually were starting to get decent. Like I was starting to succeed, although not really. Yeah, you'll see. I did. It's not like I didn't mess up, because you do mess up. It happens. But let's see. How do I even...
What does the anime cock on my wall say about me? It says exactly what you think it says.
want to tackle this? All right, I'm going for a walk, and I'm going to talk about how, like, I drank too much.
All right, guys, I want to do a quick update. I'm obviously going for a walk right now. It's super dark out, but I had something important to mention. I hope this doesn't go completely black in a second, because there's no light. All right, I'm gonna walk back and forth then.
Yeah, this is a weird video for sure.
So basically, yesterday I messed up kind of bad.
I actually left the house.
Overly emotional. I don't want to go into relationship stuff, since that's like pretty.
Well, my relationship fell apart because I'm an alcoholic who can't fucking get my shit together. Okay, well, what a fucking surprise. Now, if you recall, last time we covered him, we talked a little bit about some of the domestics that he was associated with, because he did have like basically extenuating domestics that were with a prior partner, and a lot of those just kind of got left up in the air. But they had some kind of physical altercation. There was like some slamming, some yelling, and then it just never got resolved. So, you know.
Personal. Not that this whole thing isn't pretty personal, it really is.
Yeah.
But anyways, I did what I...
Oh, and then also part of the problem with all of that is that Pat would make his relationships a part of his YouTube channel in a way that made them very, very public. And that was obviously a horrible decision, considering we've been through like 2 or 3 girls that were publicly on his YouTube channel already.
Always did, and I drank way too much. And I had wind down to like a very small amount of alcohol.
See, I think that's like a good point too. Like, a lot of us deal with things in life by, you know, using substances. And I did it for a long time, and I was so used to it. I don't remember what happened exactly, but something like in my life happened, you know.
Notice how all of a sudden he's like, I don't remember that thing that happened. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Relationship wise, and like the first thing I did is I wanted to pick up the bottle, and I did. But
I don't know. You're like, I remember stuff now, and then also, excuse me for fucking like questioning what's going on with your relationship. You've only made it content.
At least I got up the next day and I was like, okay, you messed up. Let's just continue on and keep sobering up, because apparently I was down to a very low amount of alcohol in my system throughout the day at this point, where I'm talking.
Dude, I cannot believe his whole strategy is like the drug addict. I'm gonna wean myself off the addiction thing. Like if you've watched a movie, you've seen a character do this exact thing he's doing. Like I just went through Mr. Robot. I saw this happen. It's like the first season where he goes through this.
More normal too, and I'm walking around. I left my house because before I was panicking. I couldn't leave the house. I couldn't go for a walk.
Something that irks me about the way this guy commentates is that he always comes with the yeah, that just happened, with the cadence of a bro who really is not self-aware.
My neighborhood. I couldn't walk around the house. I actually had a panic attack.
Well, he's like talking about like his relationship stuff and then saying that he doesn't remember it, but like anytime it's like something bad that he definitely did remember it, he's like, I picked up a bottle and I don't remember it. I think you do remember it right up until you picked that bottle and then blacked out. And I think it was something that you're embarrassed about, which is why you're not saying that you remember it.
Walking to...
Which, I mean, you're entitled to, but also you're kind of making like your most vulnerable moments public spectacle.
My mailbox. And that's freaking weird because I could run back to the house. But the thing is, I tend to start to like faint. I don't know what it is. Like, and then I'm scared I'm gonna faint on my driveway and someone will find me. Like, it's the whole thing in my head, I guess.
So yesterday I drank an entire bottle. One important thing to remember,
which can show that this is quite a bit from the, like, this is far ahead of the last clip I showed you where I talked about that, where I said a bottle and a half is what I was down to. Because this was overdoing it, a bottle. So I was probably down to like 8 to 10 shots, I imagine. Which is pretty close to being sober.
Is when you mess up, you got to make sure, like, you understand, like, it's okay. Just, like, keep going. Because a lot of people just give up completely. And I think that's a big problem with addiction. Because they feel like they messed up and they feel like it's all over, and then they just go back to doing what they were doing before. So I sobered up.
You can't really cold turkey alcohol or it'll kill you, to be for real, but doing that on your own is stupid. Well, it's like that. Then like, what is? I'm asking questions that are meant for like a therapist or a psychologist or something. Like, is there not like a medication that is prescribed to help this along?
Felt a little shaky too for a couple hours, which had went away completely. So that was a little disappointing. Kind of woke up feeling like ashamed too, which I haven't felt that way in a long time. But got over that. Got in some exercise, mostly later in the day because I felt kind of weird. But now I feel pretty good. I'm kind of just going for a walk. It is freezing outside. Oh my God. My hands are frozen. It's like 40 degrees. But I figured I need to keep moving and stuff. So yeah, important thing just to remember for myself and for anybody is, like, don't give up just because you made a mistake. It's so common to make a mistake, and it's part of the process too. But today will be a better day, and it's going black, so see you guys later.
Well, as you can tell, I am doing better there. Also, like, my face did start to look better. I found, like, 2 pictures right around here. This all happened within, like, a week and a half, which is kind of crazy. Like, my skin, like...
Benzos to help with symptoms, but they'll prescribe alcohol in a hospital setting. Ah, okay.
I'm like, my skin isn't like as gross now, which is good. I really need a haircut, clearly. And I even have a clip here. I'm just gonna like mute the music because it's gonna get me demonetized for sure. Okay, guys, you can see right here. I set up a camera and I was
this motherfucker got an indoor pool.
Like, okay, I need to do some running. See, there I go. Like,
this is an indoor pool, dude. What the fuck? Look at that. Is that has to wait? No, that can't be. That must be the night sky. Okay, maybe he doesn't got an indoor pool. I'm about to be like, this motherfucker got an indoor pool.
I was doing a little bit better. I have gotten panic attacks while working out too. Like, panic attack became my worst nightmare during.
This guy sounds like every drug addict starting out. It's not dangerous if you know what you're doing.
And it's a reason I continued to drink and never really stopped. I'd start to feel better, like I am right here.
So this guy, in the process of him reducing his alcohol intake, could have killed himself because he's not doing it with the doctor's supervision. Is basically what you're telling me. If you're like, oh, the shakes is already a sign that he could die.
Like, and then I'd be like, okay, I really want to do something. I want to go out. I want to have fun.
Imagine analyzing videos of you drunk to an audience of 1 million live viewers.
Like, because I'm not, I didn't look good in that.
The night of Beckett's horrendous drunk stream, and I've already said this to you, chat, but I was not drinking. I was drinking seltzer. I was doing what we in the business call acting. But yeah, I was not drinking that evening. I do not drink on camera. I do not drink on camera. Period. Like, it's just a recipe for disaster. Like, I can't even imagine reviewing your alcoholism with 1 million people watching. There's a stadium level of people that watch this video.
I want to go out and I want to have fun, and then I'd be like, you know what? Let me have some drinks and go out now that I'm not feeling like I'm dying anymore. And I would do that, and then it would snowball to the same thing where I'm just as sick again. And it happened a bunch of times. And then it was soon after. I know that I did get very drunk one of these days, like a few days after this. And that is when I got arrested. I would
love to see somebody who's like 5-6 years sober, like do a, you know, like those channels that are like ex-Mormon, ex-felon reacts type thing. Can we get like an ex-alcoholic reacts so that way I can get somebody with more experience to tell me whether or not what Pat's doing is bad or not?
Show this
like
clip.
Somebody who's an actual advocate and not a Minecraft YouTuber, because I am genuinely interested in the process of how this works. Like, because I am interested in it, but this guy is like presenting like some fucking weird version of it.
So not only did I try to run, I lifted weights too. So I tried to bench 155 pounds, and it was so heavy because I didn't touch weights in years. And then I tried to do it now that I'm sober to show you guys like the huge change you can make. So let's check this out.
Oh, and I did take the music off because I like play music loud like crazy. But my body's completely different too. It's a 35-pound change in how
Motherfucker got a fucking gym in his home. That's a nice rack he's got too, dude. God, I could only wish. Sorry, I just got home and wanted to clarify. I work in a hospital pharmacy. I have only seen it prescribed for comfort care patients who are essentially already actively dying, and forcing them to go through withdrawals would be cruel. That may not be the same everywhere, though. I don't know. Jesus Christ.
So as you can see, this is super heavy right here.
Yeah, with how much he drank, his relapses probably kept him from going into shock.
I was even like yelling a bit in this. Yeah, you could see right there. A huge struggle with that weight. So this is now after getting sober.
Dude, his form is really bad.
It's not a ton of weight, but as you
oh god, his form is so bad. His form is so bad. His form is so bad. Holy shit. Oh god. Oh.
You can tell guys
Zero,
like complete
zero,
difference.
zero,
I lost 35
zero,
pounds.
zero,
It goes from 5 reps to 20
zero,
reps, and I didn't touch weights for years.
Dude, it looks the way he's having it in his hands, right, is like it's like he's bending over, dude. Like he's bending it all backwards. Like his form is terrible.
Years. So hopefully that motivates people to not spend so much time like drinking.
Dude, he should be bringing it to his chest, dude. Holy shit. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
Like your body will change completely, as you can see like in this
zero.
video. Like, it's honestly kind of crazy.
If he's banging out 15 to 20 reps of this, he's going too light. I mean, I know he's like recovering, but then also he's not even, he's doing like a suboptimal lift right there too.
Easy to see like the huge change.
0.
Which I'm so happy about.
0.
There we go. 20 reps with that. So there was a warrant out for my arrest. This had already happened. I was nervous about it, and that's why I started to drink. Like, because the problem was I failed the drug test previous to even the
Yeah,
video.
he should not be doing that without a spotter. He's way too fucking sick to be doing that without a spotter.
That I made, before all this, the one that I showed you guys in the first video, like that 15-minute video, I failed the drug test before that, but there was no warrant out for my arrest, or at least I didn't know there was. Once I found out there was, I freaked out and I drank. I drank and I think I did some drugs. I literally...
There's a warrant out for your arrest?
I didn't know what to do. I'm like, they're gonna come for me, and they did come for me. I actually
why was
fell
there
on
a
my face.
warrant out
Can't
for
show that
your
picture
arrest?
either. That's why I got this scar up here. It was just blood everywhere, and I was like, whatever. I think I sent it to my girl that I was. Ow! I don't know what I said. I can't show it though because it's awful. Seriously, it's awful. It looks like someone hit me in the face with a baseball bat. And then I'm like, I want to sleep because I was messed up. So I was like, I want to sleep.
He's reviewing his alcoholism like a product of Minecraft mod.
On it, where I needed stitches really badly. I'm pretty sure something happened. She sent it to my parents. Anyways, police got called on me while I had.
So, dude, are you fucking kidding me? This motherfucker did something, dude. What? This guy is not. He's giving such negative vibes, dude.
Had a warrant for my arrest. Don't even like talking about that at all. Obviously, I didn't answer the door, but there was a warrant for my arrest, and they knew I was home because people called the police. So they broke into my house while I was asleep, and I woke up with a dog on top of me. That is literally...
So this guy, from what he's saying, is that his partner sent photos of him to either their parents or his parents, and somebody's parents responded by calling the police. So either you were a danger to yourself or the other person, which is what gave the police probable cause to enter your premise. Something about this doesn't sound right at all. Something about this does not sound right at all. It sounds like either he was like a danger to himself or somebody else, and so they came in, and then he fell asleep in the in-between. Yeah, he's not even leaving out information out in a clever way. Something happened, but it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, it's sounding like there was a domestic. That's what it sounded like.
what happened to me. I was brutally attacked by a dog, and I don't know if you could see the scars, really. And my tricep is not formed right anymore. It's supposed to connect from here to here. I don't think the webcam shows it great, but my tricep does not connect here. And I have dog bites all over my arm now. So it got me brutally. I'm hoping, and there's the pictures here are from after spending 3 weeks in jail. There were no pictures like
3 weeks in jail. I'm sorry. Does he know that somebody could just FOIA this information? Like, all of his information is out there. I could just go FOIA his information.
After this, I was dragged out of my house covered in blood. So I don't know if any of these pictures are any good, really. Like, yeah, I mean...
Yeah, if someone has a warrant, they can bust in, so they could have just busted in because they knew he was there.
It was 3 weeks, so yeah, it's like scabbing up here. There were holes, though, for like 2 weeks. I swear they put me in jail for the exact amount of time for them not to be holes anymore. It doesn't look terrible. And that was in the hospital, too. That's another story. We're gonna get into that at another time. I lost all the muscle in my arm. Isn't that crazy? I couldn't move
this guy talks like he's constantly plugged into the fucking Minecraft mod ecosystem.
This arm. The jail story and what happened is even worse, to be honest. Such a downfall of my life before it started to get better, because you guys don't even know the worst parts, which is...
Dude, this is like, actually, there's something just here that is so rotten in Denmark, dude. Holy shit.
Nuts, because trust me, we haven't gotten there yet.
Body
Here
cam
was
part
my
2, baby.
room after I was attacked by the dog in my bed, which means
yeah, I might not even need to FOIA it.
I went down onto the floor and dripped blood all over the floor.
UBR? What's UBR? Ultimate Body Cam Review?
I'm not going to zoom in or anything, but that is quite a lot of blood. There's blood on the blankets. There's blood on all the blankets. Everything's thrown everywhere. And I was dragged out of my house.
Yeah, the police do be doing
that. And apparently
that.
the neighbors saw me get dragged out of my house. They were not very happy about that.
Yeah, I'm sure they wouldn't be.
Yeah, there was blood everywhere. Just to start the jail story... they brought me to a hospital. That was a fake hospital. That was a real hospital. I'm telling you, police, that was not a real hospital you brought me to. That lady, she's like, my first time doing stitches, and she didn't do them on my arm. She didn't give me any. She gave me them right here. When I got to the jail after the hospital, they had to bring me to the jail hospital there because no one made it stop bleeding. I was bleeding through the bandage all over the floor, everywhere. I became Dog Bite Guy. I am Dog Bite Guy because in jail. That's my name. I'm Dog Bite Guy. Thanks to the police and thanks to the nursing fake station that did their work on this. That did terrible. Did no one think maybe we X-ray the tricep not being connected properly?
There's a guy whose girlfriend I worked with for a while, drug addict, climbed onto a cardboard press for some reason, got partially crushed and blamed everyone else, tried to sue everyone. He talked like this.
Anymore. I don't even know how this arm functions properly. I can still lift weights. It's weird. I probably should see a doctor. I have so much anxiety to do that. But yeah, the police have been...
Why his shirt crusty?
The majority...
It looks like some of it looks like it's chalk from lifting. Dog bites. Dude, he went to Dr. House and Dr. House prescribed more dog bites.
There will be one nice police officer in the next story. One. So, like...
He sounds like Sky does Minecraft when he was extremely manic and abusive. Yeah.
They have not been great to me because I was passed out, messed up, apparently called because I was messed up, like to help me. It was supposed to be a call to help me. Instead, they sent a dog in instead of the police. The police just let the dog in.
It was supposed to be a call to help me, but there was a warrant out for your arrest. Why was there a warrant out for your arrest, Patrick?
Chew-toyed me. Completely. Crazy. But yeah, guys, that's like...
There's like a big piece of information missing here. Why was there a warrant out for his arrest?
The story that happened, it's like... The video is just depressing, honestly. You probably don't want to see that.
Oh, really? We don't want to see that? I really want to see that now, Mr. Patrick.
But seriously, life can turn around. I hope that shows anyone, you could be down bad. Trust me. They put me away. This time when they put me away, I didn't get bond. I wasn't getting out.
You didn't get bond? Interesting. Interesting that the judge didn't let you get bond. What do you mean you didn't get bond? They didn't give you the opportunity to get bond? Interesting.
What happened? But that's
is this,
for the future
is this
tell,
not
guys.
supposed like, yeah, is this not getting a little weird? Oh, they didn't give me the option to go out on bond. I had to spend 3 weeks in jail. They didn't give me another choice. There was a warrant out for my arrest. You don't want to see the video. What is he talking about? What did he do?
In the story, I have a lot more to say, but yeah, I love you guys, man. I'll see you next time.
Flight risk? Yeah. Yeah, no bond likely means he was a flight risk. I mean, yeah, clearly, but then, like, why was he a flight risk? Oh, some girlies are gonna come out with stories, huh? Yeah, we're not at the end of this one. We're not at the end of this one. We're just getting started. Yeah, everything about this implicates him as him being an absolute menace. Yeah, and his priors related to, like, the domestic stuff is definitely not helping either. Because it's definitely clouding my judgment there, too. But there's something fucking rotten in Denmark, bro. Something rotten in Denmark. I need to know if this was a SWAT team thing, because if it was, that'd be crazy. Who fucking knows, chat? Anyway, I'm gonna go have a whole handle in a